Yeah,
Say,
go
hey,
now. We're
now.
going. We're live now. She's got wet nail syndrome. So.
Well, I missed them, so I put them back on. I can pour candles with them.
Hey, make it Wayne.
Hey, Batman. Yeah, I can pour candles with them also. And I can weed eat with them on. Mm-hmm. So, I like my weed eater.
Got Zeus over here wanting pattings. He waits till now. He's had this whole time that I was getting this ready. And he waits till we start the stream to come over here.
Mm-hmm.
You go lay down. Go lay down.
I'm getting you bed.
Hey, Happy.
Hey, Happy.
Oh, now he's going to come over to you. He's wanting some of that black paint.
No, my nails are wet. My nails are wet, man. I don't want to have to redo them. No, you're cold nosing me. Quit. Ooh.
Go to bed, Zeus.
I can't stand that.
Go to bed, buddy. Hey, Rob, Schaller.
Hey, Rob.
I hope everybody's having a good day.
Me too. Awesome day.
What you whining for?
Crazy dog. Crazy
what you whining for, dog? Crazy. Hey, Will. William Beckham or Bill Beckham. He was part of the Billham Challenge.
Oh.
There's the bill and then there's the ham.
Is that one?
Oh,
the one that done me in?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I haven't forgot that one. That one done me in. Yeah. Yeah.
Doing okay. I mean, we're here.
Who is it? I'm doing awesome. I don't know about
Bill.
him. Yeah, I feel good. I got a weed eater now, and I know how to use it. I know how to put
I showed you how to change
the stuff in it, and I'm dropping some weeds. I got started yesterday, and tomorrow I'm going to do it. I'm going to go wild until my arms kill me, and I can't do it anymore. I'm getting rid of these weeds. I can't enjoy my yard. I have to walk through weeds and worry about snakes. So
we need some more.
I know it's just a weed eater, but
we need some more gas. I can finish tilling up.
I got weed eater gas, but you can't have it.
Yeah, of course I can't have it.
I know it won't work in it.
It's a 4-cylinder tiller, not a 2-cylinder.
Yeah, it's just a weed eater, but I love it. I really do. I'm so happy to get these weeds going away. It's tickling me.
Yeah, we didn't really have no.
No, we didn't, and pulling them's not an option because these things you can't pull them. They're like
you're talking about grasses that make mounds.
Oh my Lord!
And you can't pull that out of the ground.
I tell you, I ain't even worried about the flowers. I look at it this way: if I'm learning, so if I accidentally weeded them off, well, they're mine. And if they're meant to be, they're going to come back up anyhow. So I'm getting rid of weeds and not worrying about it because I want to be able to walk barefoot in the grass instead of having to do it on the pavement. Yeah. Right. Be able to go out in the yard to look at the moon and the stars or write poetry instead of having to do it, having to do it on the ramp as far as writing the poetry because there's too many weeds to sit out in the yard. I'll be able to go out there and put out a blanket and sit down and write my poetry. And then as far as seeing the moon, you have to walk up and down the road. When we got this big old yard, what is it?
Yeah, we've got a spacing set up for picking the peppers or tomatoes. We got it. We're trying to space it where we can run the tiller in between the rows to keep the weeds down.
Yeah, but them peppers on the back porch look horrible. They have got that wind today was like unreal.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, we're on live chat.
We are, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, that wind just it has. I mean, it really hurts the peppers. Poor little Innocent. She lost. I don't know how many. She lost quite a few, didn't she?
Yeah, but we lost quite a few. They just
Yeah.
lost their leaves and then died.
And then I got back a bunch of my stuff from my mom, so I've been trying to fix that too. And he's got to dig up some more ground. So
Yep.
yeah, as soon as we can. And I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do
Might can do some
all of the
cucumbers.
garden stuff or not
Hey,
because I'm
barnyard.
late. You know, I feel like I'm late, but I have been getting back into the stuff I love. I've been, like I said, writing poetry. Oh my goodness, that's been coming like
Hey,
crazy.
Pedro.
Hey.
Yeah, Batman, you was the first one in the chat. We said hey. He missed where we said hey to him. He thought that we didn't say hey to him.
No, hey Batman. And then I've been pouring candles. Yep. I've been pouring candles. I've
You're
been
going to eventually be doing
candling
so.
like crazy today. I've still got some that's setting up in there, but I got some that's set up. I could show them, couldn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they'll go get. I'll wait my nails.
Are dry.
No, I'll wait just a few minutes. Well, I think they're dry now. Yeah. I like building candles.
Yeah, we got some peppers in the ground before the rain come this weekend. We got two of the smaller plots done. We still have to do the rest of the peppers, and Innocence, her peppers still have to be done.
There's my white, unscented. Don't need any scent to it. Had to have white. My yellow, pretty color yellow, I think. And my orange that I'm happy with because it got really bright, and the other orange was really light.
She might be going to get more.
Black.
Yep, she come to get more.
Do what? I wish my black had well, I can't say. I wish my black had went a little bit blacker, but you know, what can I say? I should have went a little darker with it. But I like it. You see my top?
Oh, that's cool, Pedro. Yeah, we still got more peppers to put in the ground, and we've got tomatoes. We haven't even started on the tomatoes yet. Oh, you got more?
Yeah, here's my pretty love one. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that pretty?
Got all the candles.
Yeah, that's the red for love. This one is my pink or rose. I already started burning some yesterday.
We'll see if she's got any more.
Yeah, I do.
Yep.
I've got lavender. Here's the lavender. It's in a pretty little thing. I've got this beautiful blue. Really happy with my blue. I want to make some pies. The pie candles.
You still got some, don't you?
No, I burn them.
Why'd you burn them for?
Because I wanted a candle and I didn't have any, so I burned them. That's what gave me the twin flame was.
You put that light on it.
What this?
No.
This?
Yeah.
Was my pie candle. I had a twin flame on it.
Yeah, she's been making candles like crazy.
Oh, I had a leftover, so I did a weirdo. Yeah, I just mixed some because I had some left over. Here's my purple. I don't know if you can tell it's purple, but it's purple.
Looks black.
No, it's actually purple.
I mean, on the camera.
Once it melts down, it's like a deep purple, and then I've got lavender. Yeah. This one here, it looks white, but it's actually a silver color. This one's actually a silver. I don't know if you can see it.
Hey, Lori.
And it's actually a silver color. It's really sparkly. And this is one of the greens, a different one. That one's sparkly. I really like that one. Like my silver. I didn't do gold. I still want to do a gold one. But yeah, I want to do some pies. I'd like to, but I have to get some gel wax for that. Wouldn't mind doing some more root beer floats and ice cream sundaes. Those were beautiful. Do you remember those? Where I made a lot of those, like when I do pies, I hand mold the wax into, like say berries and strawberries or blueberries, and do my pies that way. Takes more time, but it's I don't know, people like them better. And plus, I like to make, I like for people to like them, even if it takes me longer. Makes them happy. So.
Zeus over here wanting all the patents.
Here, open that. I can't do it. Boy, my avocados are still hanging in there, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
If they weren't so big, I'd carry one in here and show you, but they're just too big now.
They're in dirt now.
Yeah, they're in big old pots. And angel trumpets look fairly good. I could have had those a lot larger, but I had to send them with my mom.
That and the tobacco.
Yeah, I had to send a load of plants with her, and a load of it died, and then a load of it just didn't grow very good. Because I wasn't there to give it, the extra stuff. But we didn't have much choice in the matter, so it is what it is. It's all good though. I still have loads of angel trumpet seeds, and I have man, how many of them do I have back there? At least 5 or 6, 7, something like that. So I have quite a few of them. I know I have a lot of double purple, a lot of box of chocolates, and I like that sound, box of chocolates.
We gotta plant the tobacco.
We got any ladies watching?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know. I went in there.
I told you that Lisa, the Barnyard Chicken, was watching, and
Hey.
Lori's on there.
Well, they probably like box of chocolates too. It's beautiful, though. It really is. A lot of people got problem with angel trumpets though, because they are deadly poisonous, and a lot of people I have heard, I don't know how many, come off with, oh, you can't grow that, you shouldn't grow that. You teach your children, they won't mess with them, and then the animals. I've never had an animal mess with them. We've got a darn fly in here. I just seen it. It's got to go.
Yeah, it's been in here.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Where's my fly swatter? I can't stand that.
Hey, Rocky.
Hi, Rocky.
Innocence is in bed. She's worn out.
She stayed up. Yeah, she's messed her sleeping habit up, so now she's fixing it. She hadn't been asleep long, so I'm assuming she'll sleep and probably wake up about 6 in the morning and come in and wake me up. Of course, I get up early anyhow, so.
Don't be giving me that look, sis.
I was gonna say I'm not.
He's giving me that look. Not my fault you waited till we started live streaming to want to be petted.
We got any more stargazers out there? The other night, me and Innocence went out, and there was like 4 stars that were twinkling. And I'm not talking about just twinkling. I'm talking about they had like the color green and red to them. They were gorgeous.
You sure that was a star?
It looked like a star. So,
Well,
it looked like it wasn't an airplane, if that's what you mean.
Bill, the plants that are alive are they're alive.
Yeah.
Some of them are doing okay, others not so much.
I'm trying. I've got them, the ones that we haven't got in the ground, I've got them on the porch, the pepper plants. And the wind, oh my goodness. Today it was really, well, I loved it, but the plants did not love it at all. It was pretty relentless on the plants. I actually got some of my house plants too knocked off. I've got to get up. But yeah, me and Innocence, we went to pick him up at work, and we got there too early. So me and her, we decided we was gonna go to that what's that called?
That trail.
Yeah, we went walking on a trail, and oh my goodness, it was like awesome. The trees hang out over top of it, and she's having a field day with the honeysuckle. And there was some man that kept walking back and forth, back and forth. She said, "Mama, he's beating us. We're slow, and he's older than both of us." I said, "I'm not hurrying. I'm enjoying it."
Yeah, there's people that walk back, can't you?
Oh, I know. There was several people we passed, but he was one that was brisk walking, and he was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth on just that part, that section. And yeah, she brought that to my. She said, "Here he comes again." I said, "Well, I'm taking my time. I'm enjoying." Oh my goodness, there's the most beautiful tree down there. There's a creek. You didn't tell me there was a creek. I mean, a good sized creek down there.
I ain't been down that trail.
Oh my goodness, we went to the creek. I had on flip flops, but I kind of eased through and around the poison oak and ivy because that creek was, oh, it was amazing. And there was this giant tree there, but somebody had carved terrible words on it. Poor tree. It was just ridiculous. And but yeah, that thing was gorgeous.
Yeah, we've got loads of tomato plants that be planted too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when I get the weeds down in these flower beds, I'm gonna be putting some tomato plants in the flower beds. And my bees that I caught, if y'all caught that video, I thought I had 3 swarms. No, it was all one swarm. The two smaller swarms left those boxes and went into the big swarm box.
Because they lost where the queen was at whenever you was beating and banging.
And he's got to go out with me, I hope tonight, because I can't, I don't, I mean, I started to try to do it I started to try to do it this morning by myself, but
She wants us to go out
well,
there at night and mess with the bees.
I want to move them because the weeds is taking them over. I weeded it close to them, but I'm risking getting, burnt up unless I put that jacket on to weed eat, and then I'm going to just get grass stain all over it, which I'm probably going to have to do that anyhow
We can
around
try
those
to
bees
move
down there.
it.
I want to move it, and I don't think Major said I probably can't because
The
it's
towel in the
probably
front.
too heavy, huh?
Got the towel in the front so we can come out.
Well, I don't care, but I want to move it because I'm planning on weed eating tomorrow. I got all my candles done except for my gold, and I'm planning on weed eating tomorrow.
But you'd better put towel in them other boxes just in case they ain't empty.
Oh, that one's empty. It's got ants in it. I need to get the ants away from it. Put some cinnamon in there or something. I seen an ant in it, going in it, a big black one.
Them bees won't calm down at night.
They were really docile when I messed with them though.
Believe me, Bill. Bees don't care about smoke at night.
No, but when they're swarming like that, those were really docile, and I didn't know what the heck I was doing for sure, but I said, dang, I'm going to do it anyhow. So I was really tickled. And they're out there, they're going like crazy, but I've got my English, the English ivy. I think it's English ivy. It's ground ivy. Ground ivy tea. You can make tea out of it. Well, it has, oh my goodness, it's covering their interest. And I went out there and tried to stomp it down, and they kind of got a little acting like, hey, what the heck are you doing? I'm going to tear your legs up in a minute. So I kind of backed away. Now, they let me weed eat pretty close to them, but I didn't know whether to go way over there because I'm just learning that weed eater. I'm not sure if I chopped them roses off or not. Did I? I hope not.
Sure, roses.
Well, they don't look wilted, so I don't think I did. But I'll tell you, I like that thing. I was trying to go to the ground though.
Yeah, you weren't angling it right.
Well, I've got to learn, and that's what I'm
That's
doing.
why they make crook necks.
Well, I'm learning, so I'm happy with me doing it,
So
and I'm happy with the way I do
You don't have to
it.
hold it up this far because you're a straight neck. Well, they make crook necks.
It's crooked.
It ain't that crook.
It's got a crook. It's like that right there. You want me to go get it?
On here.
It's crooked. I'm telling you, it goes like this. It's not straight. Seriously, it's like this.
Which one am I thinking it's straight? Is it that one out there?
Yeah, that one out there. Yeah, not mine. Mine's got the crook.
You sure?
Yeah, I can go get it. I got it in my bedroom, so nobody won't steal it.
Steals it.
I know, I'm crazy.
That ain't crazy.
No, I'm telling you, that weed eater, I'm tickled with.
If they could walk off.
And I can do it. Oh, dang, I should have started that a long time ago. Then I wouldn't have had to wait on other people to do it. Right? Because there's been so many times that there's been weeds up, and I go out there and pull and pull and pull and pull and never get it all done, and it not never get done. And if I did try to weed eat a long time ago, and the weed eater that I used vibrated so bad that it caused me to have a seizure. But that one there, it didn't bother me. I mean, my hands finally went numb, but after before that, I mean, that took what? How long did I do it? We needed a good while, didn't I? You was here.
I was doing other stuff.
He was trying to tell me how to weed eat.
No, he wasn't just doing that.
He did show me how to wind that stuff on it, though, so that's awesome.
And I was also moving stuff for mowing.
Yeah, that's true. My son-in-law come over and brought his zero turn and done the field, which the field needed a bush hog. That's how bad that field was, wasn't it? But yeah, tomorrow, if things go right, I plan on getting out early. Bye, Bill. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully we'll have plants soon to show. I'm hoping that we can figure out a way to go outside.
We got plants.
But yeah, you do. Once you go get some, here, I'll hold it.
Really will show them.
Why?
Because they're outside in the ground.
Hey guys.
Hey,
Hi Spring. Hi Larry. How are you
how
guys
you
doing?
today? You doing good?
We're doing good.
Awesome.
Yes. I love your post on Instagram, Sherry, or I called you Sherry. Spring.
Which one?
I love all of them. Clouds, the flowers. They're very nice. They're nice to read in the morning.
My daughter brought me roses, and I had to. I love to keep flowers in my bedroom, so that's where they went. And
Good.
I've been writing a lot of poetry, so I've been sharing a lot of that.
Nice. Yeah, I noticed on Instagram. They're really nice to read in the morning.
Oh, I love to write. It's just it had left me for a long time, and it's finally coming back. And boy, now I like it.
It's just flowing out of the pen for you.
Oh yeah. It started back, and I'm taking advantage of it, so to speak, I guess.
That's awesome.
I've got loads of poetry on my Facebook, in my like that photo album thing that I done a long time ago. A lot of them, though, everybody thinks they're about you, but if some of that was about me, I'd be in for it, because a lot of it that I write is horror. Yeah, scary. Yeah, the poets used to call me Mrs. Poe because of it. And so, no, I hope that's not about me.
I can't see the chat, so hi everybody in the chat.
I can't see it either, so I can see just like lines.
I don't see anybody writing anything new.
No. Who's in the chat?
We had Bill, but he had to go to bed. Rocky, Batman, Lisa, Rob Schaller, Pedro, Lori, and Andy.
Oh, she got a kitty cat.
Yeah. Whenever I turn on my camera, it's when she wants to be in my face.
Yeah, Doodlebug. Oh my Lord. She found 5. Was it 5?
No.
How many?
4.
Okay, thank God. 4 kittens. Oh, yeah. And she's got it in her head. She's keeping every one of them. That's not. It can't happen. We can't keep 4 more. We've already got what, 4?
They're stray.
Yeah, because everybody's cats come here. That's where that come from. A female cat come here, and dang, had kittens. And now she's got them spoiled and named and
she's
that kind of stuff. Oh my goodness, yeah. And she says they're too young to give away because you can't tell what they are yet. They're eating though, so
That's good. Oh, I'm a sucker for kittens.
Oh my goodness, I love cats. I used to love cats whenever I was her age. That was my thing. I wasn't even into dogs. It was all about cats. But they are cute. I have to admit, I was out there messing with them too. Thinking to stay away from them. You can't have them.
They called me up.
Oh, they're sweet. They really are. They're gorgeous. Yeah, he had to catch them, and they was wild whenever he caught them. I told them just leave them alone. They would be, like mouse catchers.
I don't want any more strays on the property.
Well, they'd be mouse catchers.
So if there's a chance to get rid of them, they're going to be gone. But you can't get rid of a wild cat. Nobody wants a wild cat.
Well, they're petty, so she's done got them spoiled. Silverclaw, Anthony. What's the other ones? They all got weird, far out names except for Anthony. Anthony's the one that got the Anthony. Yeah, the rest of them's all odd names.
Ow. My fur baby is Jojo.
No.
I just got home, so she's super affectionate.
Missed you.
Yeah. Missed me with her claws.
That crazy, crazy devil down there who ain't asleep. He waits till we start streaming to come over. He's had all day to come over here, but he knew I was mad at him.
How are the bees coming along?
Oh, the two smaller swarms moved into the big box. So it was really just one swarm.
And whenever you
Nice.
popped and banged, they lost where the queen was and they clustered.
It probably, but all I know is I was bringing them down. I was determined that they had to come down, but then once I seen them in that tree, I'm like, oh crap, I'm here by myself. He's at work. What the crap am I gonna do? And then I thought, well, wait a minute. I got a jacket, and
you know
I said, dang, I'm gonna do this. So I was very tickled with myself because I used to, I wouldn't have done nothing like that because I would have been afraid that I'd have got fussed at because I'd done something wrong or they flew away or
you just don't mention it. I'll never know.
No, I'm not gonna worry about that anymore. I don't have to no more. You know? Because he's my son. I'm his mom.
But you got it yourself, right?
Huh?
You got it yourself, the swarm?
Yeah. I cut it out of the tree.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I know. I was tickled with myself. I moved the boxes. Why?
Because where they swarm, they leave a pheromone.
Well,
and whenever another swarm happens, they'll come to it.
Here was the thing. Either me lift those boxes up there.
There's Major.
I did not have a bucket that did not have
Major.
Yeah, I've got to start them. Major, I've not forgot the lip balms. I'm going to get on that. I done candles today. I got weed eat tomorrow, and then I'm going to get on the lip balms.
Rob Schaller says hey to you, Tilo.
Hey, everybody, I can't see. Did you see my videos that I uploaded?
Do
you see the videos she uploaded?
I watched one of them. How many did you upload?
She uploaded several.
Really?
Yeah, like the unboxing Tube of Terror, the Nemesis
I'm behind. I gotta go in and look, and I gotta watch Major's too. Now I caught one of his, and I caught one of hers, and one of Eric's.
And this Thursday, her and Sherry are going to do the Nemesis
Yeah, I seen that.
Batman.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one.
I'm guilty of meditating. I've been meditating quite a bit.
Yeah, and the computer lives in there.
Good. Go meditate.
Yeah, I like meditating, and I've become very fond of bubble baths. I've got a date with a bubble bath here in a little bit.
That sounds awesome. With your candles, that'd be so pretty.
Music and candle, and now I've got my candles made. So, and then we got the full moon coming Saturday, so I'm looking forward to that.
There's some rose petals in your bath water.
Yeah, well, I have done that. And at Me and Innocence, we picked us up bubble bath. She done had hers. She had hers, and then she conked out. But yeah, I used to put lavender, and I've used clay in there before and stuff like that. Different stuff, just according. You can use like charcoal for detox. Some of your clays according to which one you use for different things.
Nice.
But
Do
me
you
and
make
her,
bath bombs?
huh?
Yeah, you've made bath
Sorry.
bombs.
Bath bombs, yeah, I've made bath bombs. I haven't made them in a long
nice.
time, but yeah, I'll try anything. And I either do it or I can't do it.
We ain't tried making mead yet.
No, I hadn't tried that yet. But I mean, I'll try whatever is, and that's like this Bath and Body stuff. I'll try it if I either get it right or I get it wrong, or if I don't get frustrated, I'll just keep on till I get it right or get it where I'm happy with it. Now creams, I can do some creams. I actually need to do some creams. And I want to do, like I was telling him, I want to do some pie candles. That's the one, you probably seen it, that I had the twin flame on. That candle that I called a twin flame on one of my candles.
Yeah.
It come out and it was twin, and then it went back together, and that was wild. But that was one of my pie candles. Normally I don't burn them because I always sell them all. They go like lightning, and I had those two left, and I thought, well, shucks, I'm gonna burn them. I was out of candles, and so I went and burned them. Hey, Hilo, did you see the cloud I caught, the heart cloud?
Yes, that's awesome.
Oh, honey, I seen 4 of them. 4 of them that evening. Me and Innocence had went to the play park, and there was 4 of them. And I was snapping pictures, snapping. That's the only one that I got on the pictures, and she seen it. Oh, yeah, he's wanting to do mead. I don't know why yet. He ain't gonna drink it. Just to be doing it, yeah. We'll give it away.
Are you gonna eat any of these hot ass peppers you've worked your ass off to grow?
I doubt it, because I don't want to have seizures.
I doubt it.
After that Billham challenge, I'm telling you, if it's gonna make me have seizures like I had that night, I don't want it, because that could have, yeah. But whenever you have seizures so bad that you stop breathing and stuff like that, I don't think so. And what was, and then it was funny. After that, my oldest daughter got him one of those bags of what was it, jalapeno M&Ms. Well, she said, I'm going to try one before I give them to him. So she said, here, Mama, try one. I tried one of those. That next day, I had a horrible seizure. So I don't even know if I can even eat my jalapenos anymore. And I love stuffed jalapenos. Oh, my goodness. Well, they were good. Even those fried things that he did, those were good. Yeah. But they're not as good as stuffed jalapenos. Oh my Lord, that cheese! I'm a cheese fanatic. I'll admit it. I am. I try not to eat too much. Yeah, I try not to eat too much because I can overindulge on it. That and peanut butter, I can overindulge on. And bananas. Well, I eat a load of bananas.
Major's not sure he would drink it either.
I don't know. I might would just try it just to see what it tastes like, but I'm not. I mean, I don't drink. I have in the past, but I don't now, and I don't even know how it would affect me. I try to avoid anything. What is it?
That's my lion's tail or lion's ear.
Oh yeah, that's his herb.
Or wild daca.
Yeah, that's an herb.
I want to see how the bees do with it. See if the
bees. It was something you read about it, wasn't there?
They claim you can smoke it to help with seizures. But I want to see how the bees take to it, if they'll pollinate it. And
you can also smoke mullein for your lungs.
It lives in, I think, South Africa, or it may just be Africa. So, it's hot there. So the hope is that it'll do good here in the summer.
Sage for asthma.
Do what, hon?
You can also smoke sage for asthma.
Oh my goodness, I love sage. Now that's something I've got to plant. Yeah, I got to plant it. My mom brought me a bunch. I use a lot of sage.
There's black sage.
Well, I like the white, but
It's
mainly.
on the
I
west
love
coast.
clary sage though. That's awesome. That's one of the essential oils that I use. That patchouli, frankincense, myrrh, lavender. I've got I've got loads. I love essential oils.
Do you add them to your candles?
Um, Usually no. I'm usually one that like dilutes them down with a carrier oil and just add them to me, my skin.
Okay. That works.
Because you know I usually don't add them to the candles. Essential oils ridiculously priced anyhow, and I'll use fragrance in candles a lot of times, but my essential oils I'm pretty picky with. I actually done a blend night before last for meditating, and I went and used rosehip oil for my carrier.
Good night, Major.
Good night, Major. I'll get those lip balms going. Yeah, I got to do those. I got to do like I don't even know how many. He brought me a bunch of beeswax, so I'm gonna be doing lemongrass lip balms using the essential oil, and I'm gonna be doing a bunch of plain ones. I already did the vanilla. Vanilla, yeah. I may do more of those. I don't know if he needs more of those or not. And well, I got other essential oils. I may go with some other ones. Oh, and I love rosemary essential oil, sage, um, peppermint. Uh, there's a lot of them. I'm
Patchouli.
just, huh?
Patchouli is my.
I love patchouli. Yeah, I used some patchouli in my mix, my blend that I did. Now I had loads of people that loved it in soap, and then I had some that this one woman come over that day and she picked that soap up and she said, "What?"
Major said, not great, thanks. I have sold half of the last ones you done.
Oh, well, I can do some more of them. I'm glad they're selling. I'll get you some more going. I'll do that. I need to weed eat tomorrow, but then, what's tomorrow? Okay, then I'll try to do some on Thursday, unless I feel like it tomorrow after a weed eat, but I gotta get some of these weeds down. I gotta take my yard back because I want to be able to walk through it without worrying about a snake biting my toes. What do you say?
No.
Just when you have time, no rush.
No, I'll get them, and I'll let you know whenever I get them done, and then we'll talk about soap. Yeah, I need to do some more soap, Pilo. I'm behind.
Talking about Aluma at the flea market.
Oh yeah, that woman came up and grabbed my bar of patchouli soap and said, "Shoo, that stinks," and run off. And I'm like, "Dang, did you have to do that?" Because I mean, that does not help your business any at all. But I mean, it didn't hurt because I had a good established customer base, but then I got sick for what, over a
An
year.
extended period of time.
Yeah, a very long time, and I couldn't make anything. And plus, my nerves was shot all the time, and so that didn't help. Which my nerves are not shot now, but I'm still getting sick. I don't know. I didn't get sick yesterday though, but I had several days there in rows of seizure. But
Yep.
but I mean, as far as happy, I'm happy. I'm busy.
Motivated.
I'm motivated. I've got my confidence, and used to I felt like I had to, like, I don't know, I couldn't be alone or something. I don't know. I guess where I've been with somebody for or something. Yeah, for so long, it's like, oh my God, I'm alone. No, and I don't feel that way anymore. I'm doing fine,
That's
So
good.
I feel. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm still, I still want what I always wanted. I want true love, and some people say, well, there ain't no such thing. You might as well quit hoping for that. Blah 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 blah. But I mean, if you believe in something and have faith in something, it can come to you. And so I've not give up on that. And but I'm not no dummy anymore either. And I know what I'm worth, and I'm not going to let anyone just come in and take advantage of me. I'm done with that. So that's another thing that feels pretty good, is to finally love me and not, I don't know how to explain it. How do you explain it? The way it is at Pilo, I find myself talking to teenage girls at the park about their self-worth just out of the blue. They're sitting over there yakking, and we started chatting, and next thing I know, I'm telling them all about it, but it felt like I should, so I done it. And because a lot of kids, I don't know whether they even know, that everybody's like, well, you got to be this way, or you got to be that way, or you have to do it this way. And it's not like that. You got to be you, and love yourself. And I'm working on that one up there, Doodlebug, because she has a bad thing with herself. Things that, oh, I hate myself, or this or that. So I've been working with her on that. Right.
Mm-hmm. Batman's glad you're feeling better.
Thank you, Batman. Yeah, I feel fine. I still get sick, but I mean, after that I'm all right. I mean, I'm still happy. That's what counts. Okay, you gonna show it? This
Well,
the little guy. I'll
I've
shut
been
up. I'm
sitting here
shutting up.
waiting.
I'm
I
shutting
didn't know
up.
if he's done it or
I'm
not.
done. I'm done.
This is our little candlelight mutant. We started him from seed.
Ain't he cute?
It's cute.
And I've been babying this thing.
That's his baby.
It was so tiny. And now it's got new leaves on it. It's the only one we got from seed.
I don't know how many tomatoes I got in our bay then. Oh my Lord.
You got too many.
I got loads of tomatoes. Spanky said I got too many. I was in a hurry because I had a lot to do that day, and when you got a lot to do, you just try to cut a few little corners, but I won't make that mistake again. I just dumped seed, and I didn't count like I did with peppers, and oh my Lord, they all come up. So I had all these tomatoes, and I had to pot them all. And I'm like, dang, I wish I hadn't done that, because that even made it worse. Have you seen Rob yet? I wanted to show him my arrowheads. I was hoping he'd come on.
Let's see any of them. That's the youngest Kamari that come up. So it's now pretty tall. It's a bit leggy, but whenever we move it or up pot it, we can fix that.
Yeah, I gotta plant those monkey balls. I forgot about that. Dang, I gotta do that. I got my place cleared out up there at the other house at the porch, and I'm just gonna plant the far out of them. And hope they do good. Huh? Do what?
Monkey balls.
The monkey balls, I think they call them air potatoes. They're like invasive down there in Florida and places. But up here, they die. If if you don't, I just collect those balls off. They make a beautiful, beautiful vine. They have big old heart leaves on them. They're absolutely gorgeous. And I usually plant them up there on that porch, and they love it there. And I was wanting to plant loofah sponges because I wanted to make some loofah sponge soap, but I don't know whether I'm going to get around to that or not. And then the gourds, I think it's maybe too late to plant them because I wanted to have some to wood burn, which I've got like 2 out there. I may do those.
Does that give a flower?
Do what?
Does that give a flower?
I can't hear.
Yeah, it's been going in and out on me.
Yeah, it's dragging. The monkey balls, you can't eat them. They have white flowers on them, but they're poisonous. Or that's what we was told. We was told they's poisonous. Yeah, BD's got them down there where he's at. They're invasive. They ain't no frost to kill them out like they are up here. I don't have to worry about it because that frost will kill them dead. All my roses been gorgeous.
Roses.
I need to deadhead them, but they have bloomed. Oh my heavens, they bloomed and bloomed and bloomed. I wanted to root some. I haven't done that, but maybe I'll get around to it. And my water lilies are blooming. I noticed that they've started blooming.
Lilies are so pretty.
Oh, they're gorgeous. I know. I don't know how many different colors I've got, and actually got a couple lotus in there, but I don't know how many colors I've got. But once they get blooming, what they've done though, for some reason, water lilies love me, and they spread too much. Them things has filled up those ponds, and I'm gonna have to get in there. And I don't know, I guess I'm going to have to give away some water lilies or something. Another beats me. I like water lilies. I'm partial to my water lilies. But I'm pretty sure I got me a bullfrog up there, so I'm going to have to catch him out. Me and Innocence, we like to get up there and catch the bullfrogs out. Not to hurt them or anything. I don't eat them or anything like that, but just I love frogs. I've got this thing for frogs. I don't know.
Frogs are easy.
I haven't kissed one though. What that little fable or whatever you call it that they used to have where they kissed the frog and it turned into the Prince Charming, the true love.
Lisa's overrun with them.
What, bullfrogs?
I guess.
Oh my goodness. And Innocence, Doodlebug, she came home with a darn turtle. Yep. Now she got a turtle in there. We went to the walking park one day. These people's down there catching, they actually caught tadpoles too, but they caught this turtle. Well, they went on around and we went on doing our thing because I'm thinking, no, I don't want no turtle. I've done had loads of them. Oh, here they come. We's getting ready to leave. And they stuck that thing in her hand. And I'm like, oh, no. She's got too much. So now she got a turtle too.
It's not a red ear slider. It's a yellow.
Is it?
It's yellow.
But she's got a turtle, or he's got a turtle. He helps with it. You help with it, so.
I don't want the thing to die.
You see, now that's the way I had to do when Young's was kid.
That's why we feed the stray cats. I don't want them to die.
Oh Lord, help us.
Them things couldn't hunt a rat to save their lives. Them rats are so big, them rats would bite them back.
Oh my goodness. And the butterflies. Have you been seeing a bunch of butterflies, Pilo? Oh my heavens, they're wild here.
We gotta get the zinnias going.
I love them.
Yeah, we had a migration come here. So there was tons of butterflies.
Oh my goodness, that would be awesome. I was sitting out there on the ramp and I had this little tiny notepad that's shaped like a slice of pizza. That's what it's shaped like. Innocence had given it to me because we went walking up the road and I started getting lines to a poem. And I'm like, oh no, I got 2 lines. And I told them girls, I said, here, remember, remember. So we come back down here and she gave me that little notepad. And so we went back up and I got the rest of the lines to it walking, Come back down and I decided I was going to sit on the ramp. And I was sitting there getting ready to write, and a butterfly landed on my little notepad. And I was writing. Yeah, it landed there and it sit there and just fluttered its little wings. Then it flew back up and then it come right back down and landed right back on my notepad.
How
I thought
cool.
that was so cool. So then when it done that, I had that poem I wrote, Flutterby. I had that come to me.
Aw, that's so neat. I love butterflies.
Oh, I do too. And moths, I love moths too, even though I have one attack me, but I love moths.
I
Yeah,
didn't know they could
innocent.
attack you.
Oh my goodness. She has on her back, she's got a birthmark that's shaped like a moth with one wing turned down. Because whenever I was pregnant with her, a moth, one of those gypsy moths, the ones with the big eyeballs, looks like on its wings. They're big and brown. It come out of the ceiling and attacked my stomach when I was pregnant. And I was soaking my feet because I was, I guess I was like 8 months. And it just would fly down and hit my belly, fly down and hit my belly and go back up. And I went like that. And when I done that, it fell in the water and one of its wings flipped over. And then, we took it outside. But yeah, she's got what looks like a moth or a butterfly on her back. And it looks like one of the wings, though, is just partial.
How neat.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's where I don't know why that moth attacked me like that, but it did. Well, it might have been, I don't know. I wondered if it was a warning because, see, yeah, that happened not long before I almost died with her. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, but it might have just been a warning because I had an abruption and lost over half of my blood supply and had to have a emergency C-section with her. So it might have been some kind of warning. I don't know. Okay. Yep. Do what?
Yeah, I don't know why it's acting funny whenever you speak Pilo, but it's like, what's the word?
It's blumping or
it's cutting in and out.
Yeah, it goes like blump.
Maybe I have a bad connection. I have 3 bars.
I got to see the baby yesterday. They came over and spent the day with me. She is rotten, growing like a weed.
How old?
She's 4 months old and she knows who her Nana is. I tell you, I don't get to see her that often, but boy, when she hears my voice or sees me, she just gets so bright and starts grinning. And she wants me to tote her around. She's done spoiled. I got her spoiled. Of course, he had her spoiling her yesterday, wasn't he?
Wasn't really spoiling
I was
her.
out weed eating.
He was mad that I was holding her, not her mama.
Well, she wanted me. My mom was holding her, and she looked up at me and held her arms up. She just wanted me to get her because I was up, walk her around. I always tell her I'll take her either outside or I'll take her to the door and I'll say, let's go see the world. And her little eyes just get so bright.
Hey, Christine.
Hey, Christine. She loves to go look around.
Babies are awesome.
Oh, I love them. I always wanted another one. But I didn't have enough. Well, I lost one after Innocence. Well, actually, two. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, I've lost three. I lost one before my oldest was born. Yeah. Quint, I lost him. I love all kids.
Oh, yeah.
We got one that comes over almost every weekend, and she that young, and she's about like mine. I mean, I love kids. I don't care whose they are. I just love young ones. A child's a child.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we still gotta put Innocence's lemon starbursts in the ground.
Yeah, we've got to get her peppers in the ground because that's like I went out there today and the lemon starbursts were on the ground. They had blowed off of the table. Luckily they hadn't got broke, but that wind, oh my goodness, it was rough on the peppers. Felt good to me, but it was rough on them.
Batman, I don't think Pilo has dial-up internet. I think it's just the connection between us and her. I've had it happen before in certain hangout calls. Everything's just laggy for just for one person, and it's something to do with the connection.
Should I go out and come back in again?
You could try that and see if that works, but there's no guarantees.
All right, let's give it a try.
He finally went to bed.
Yeah, and then you got this one here. She's sacked out on the floor like.
The littlest dog in the house is on the biggest bed.
Oh yeah.
She wants the biggest bed.
The two little dogs take the big dog's bed, and then the big dog has to huddle down in their little tiny bed. Yeah, it's funny.
Is it better?
Yeah, that sounds better.
I can hear you clearer.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah,
It
there
was
we go.
me.
All three of these dogs think they're gonna come and sleep with me, and they got fooled. They ain't sleeping with me. I'm not doing the dog in the bed thing no more.
Let them in there. Let them on the bed.
Not me, not me. That wasn't me.
I told them.
It's my bed now. There ain't no dog's gonna be in there. I like my bed the way I like it. Just plain.
I don't let them in my bed. I don't want no fleas.
No. No, and that little one right there, she used to take my spot. And then I tried to get her, move her, and she tried to eat me alive. So she can forget it. Now, Sophie, the black and white one, she's bad to go sleep with Innocence. That's Innocence's dog. Yeah.
And then Zeus tried to go in there with you.
Oh yeah, Zeus tried to go in there with me. He wants to take my side too. Wants to curl up next to me, that big old thing. I can't handle all that.
And that one night he growled at you when he tried to move
Yeah.
you.
So I told them they stand out in my room. No dogs in my room. I can't handle all that. No.
My cat likes to sleep right about here.
Oh my goodness.
She's a booger.
Yeah, that's the way that big old cat we got outside, Curly Cat, when he was a baby, he slept at my head. And then he got to where he would It bites you.
Bite you.
Well, he was trying to come in one day, and I didn't want him to come in. And I stuck my foot out at him. I had on flip flops. He took that paw and went with one claw, went tap, and poked a hole in my toe.
Oh
Oh,
my God. Yeah.
but
When
you know
this one was a baby,
that one.
she would bite you in the cheek to let you know she was hungry.
Oh, yeah. We bottle fed some, and
Aw.
yeah, I bottle fed a goat one time. That was a sport goat. That goat thought it was human. Nubbins. She thought she was a human. I tried to bottle feed. I tried to get a horse to live, but it died on me.
Oh.
Hand fed loads of birds though.
Do
Loads
you
of
have
birds.
other animals there
Did what?
besides the cats and dogs? Do you have other animals there besides the cats and dogs?
No, I had to get rid of my bird.
Oh.
Yeah, I had that bird. I had her for I don't even know how many years. I hand fed her. She about died on me. I ended up having to tube feed her, and that's yeah, that's something. But yeah, I ended up having to get rid of her. I don't want any more birds now. Yeah, she'll get more attention. She needed attention. I don't want any more animals. I think we got enough of them personally.
They're always hungry. Especially that one over there in the bed.
Oh my goodness,
That brat.
he's like a horse. You gotta show my mess.
That brat over there. He will.
Look over my mess.
He will
I got a little
eat
bit of a mess.
and eat. And if he had just free access to the bag, there wouldn't be no bag. He won't stop. I think he would eat till he got sick. I think it's from because he's a stray, and I think it's from where he's used to not having any food. Whenever he has it, he just wants to eat it because he doesn't know for sure if he's going to get any more. So we have to limit him. But I fed him today because he was whining for food, and he'd been fed in the morning, but it was getting into the afternoon.
Yeah, I fed him this morning.
And the little dog, the littlest dog is the alpha. She was outside, so he went to chomping down on that food because she's outside. And I let her in, and he was chomping as fast as he could chomp. And then he didn't want to give that bowl up. He grabbed that bowl in his mouth and dang and went like that and threw it. So that way he could clean it up off the floor and get it off.
Wow.
And he made me angry. I said, "You better not do that again. Make a mess like that." Cause the medium-sized dog is the lowest in the pack. He'll bully her, and he won't let her eat because after the little dog's done eating, he'll come over and start eating, and he'll eat it all.
Wow.
So he made me mad whenever he grabbed that bowl in his mouth and flung it so he could clean it up and eat it all.
Sorry, I'm fighting a cold.
Mm.
Oh, I hate that.
Bronchitis, I don't know what it is.
And I don't like colds. Oh. I went out and picked some herbs. I need to go pick some more. Or I weed eat them. I guess weed eat them off, but I need to pick some more for soap, creams.
Yeah, nice.
What?
Christine said that said my dog will not eat unless the cat does.
Oh my goodness.
Zeus will try to eat the cats if he can catch them.
He acts like he wants to. I don't know if he really would, but
I ain't gonna let him. I ain't gonna find out.
them cats tire him up. Romeo done got him.
Curly got him.
Yeah. Well, Curly's scared of that female. Oh my goodness, she scared him to death today. He went running. It shocked me because as mean as he is.
Yeah, I don't want him hurting them cats.
I gotta get another haircut. My hair's got too long. It's growed like crazy.
Oh shoot. I don't know what I did. Here we
I
go.
think
Sorry.
cut the camera off. There we go.
Sorry. Messing with notifications. I pushed the wrong thing.
We got
Here's my
JoJo.
JoJo.
Oh,
It's sleeping.
spoiled rotten.
Absolutely.
Nothing
That's
wrong
my
with
baby.
that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I don't have babies, so this is my baby.
Well, I got fur babies and my babies. I think they all spoiled. He's spoiled too. He might not act like it, but he is in a way. You are.
You
Yeah.
can never have too much
He was a
love.
mama's boy when he was little. Shucks.
Nothing wrong with love.
It'd be nice to be spoiled, I think. What do you think, Pilo?
Oh yeah, that would be lovely.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been really spoiled.
Yeah, me either.
Maybe when I was a baby. I think I was spoiled then.
Yeah, it'd be nice to be spoiled as an adult.
Yes, it would.
Everybody's
Well,
saying hey to JoJo.
You never know. You know, I hold out faith in true love. I think it's out there. So
Yeah, we still got to do the rest of the peppers and then
yeah,
all the tomatoes.
yeah.
Because somebody just said they was going to plant like 100 seeds of each.
I'm gonna give away some. I'm not planting all them
How are you going
tomatoes.
to give them to?
Well, I don't know where I'm gonna plant all them tomatoes. I guess I have to plant them in flower beds. And then I'll just sow flower seeds all around them.
Do a
Yeah,
giveaway.
that's all I'm gonna do this year. I'm gonna try to weed eat that off as far to the ground as I can get it. And yeah, that weed eater, it was shooting weeds and it's going in my mouth. I was trying to hold my mouth shut. Oh, and he told me I was holding it wrong. But
He's in the wrong position relative to the skin and
well,
head.
it went pow, got me right in the mouth. I had on safety glasses though. I knew better than that, and then I wore pants, of course, and a shirt. But and my boots. Yeah, I wore those because I'll hit my foot. Yeah, I actually did hit my foot, but I had on my boots, so I was all right. But yeah, I plan on just trying to chop it as low as I can get it and then throw seeds out. Yeah. But I'll probably do tomato plants too, though. And they make it, they make it. If they don't, they don't, I guess. Yeah. But I got to chop off that big rose out there. That one rose, that thing's crazy. It's beautiful, that yellow rose that I showed in my video. But that thing will tire you up. And the last time I folded with it, I wrapped it in a ball, But that ball it's not in a ball no more. It's gone wild. And I know the last time that Will was up here, he said, I'd chop that thing off and let it start over new. And I thought, well, I seen buds on it. So I thought, well, it's going to bloom. I'm going to let it bloom. So it's blooming now, and as soon as it gets done blooming, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna chop it off, and because it only blooms once. And that big pink rose that I showed in that video, I've got to chop that thing too, and it's gonna be that one. There's gonna be a pure HE double hockey stick. It'll tire you up. And
They're sharp.
oh my goodness, that one is like major. and it's got so big, and it's got plum trees growing in it.
That's the plum army.
And I don't know. I'm wondering if my weed eater will chop it off. I might try
You
it.
won't chop them plum trees.
No, but I think it will that rose because it did some stuff out there that I didn't think it would do, and it went right through it. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah, that plum tree has many babies.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
You'd only need one of them, and you'd have a whole orchard.
He's not lying. They're everywhere up there.
And it's got plums on it this year, the main one.
Yeah. I hope they make, because Dolly Doodlebug up there, innocent, she loves plums. She
'Cause
loves nectarines, all of that
The
stuff.
worms are getting them.
Mm.
I'm hoping that they make it, the peaches make it.
The worms get everything.
'Cause I wouldn't mind making a peach pie. That'd be good.
Some cobbler.
Or peach cobbler. Yeah, cobbler. I hadn't made a peach cobbler in years. That would be good.
That sounds amazing.
And now the blueberries are loaded. And I thought about this year, because I always have loads of blueberries, too many, I thought about making a blueberry cobbler. But the problem is with that is he won't eat none and she won't eat none. So the only one that's going to eat him is me. So then I'm left to eat that because I don't like to waste, And
Right,
I don't want to put on all that weight, because if you go, that's like pecan pies. I never did make his pecan pies. I was supposed to make them and do a video on it showing how to make them. I ain't done it yet because there ain't nobody to help eat it, and I'm not eating 2 pecan pies by myself. That would add on probably 30 pounds, I bet.
Hey, Eric.
Hey, Eric, I'm not doing all that.
Make some blueberry sherbet.
Ooh, that would be good, wouldn't it? I
And
actually
it's
got
healthy for you.
I got an ice cream maker up there, in the building up there. Of course, it's just stored. I'm not using it, but I ought to get it out and use the thing.
Blueberry ice cream.
They wouldn't eat it even if I made blueberry ice cream.
Blueberry.
Well, I know that. I probably will dehydrate a bunch of them, because I did use quite a few blueberries
You can
in
also
honey.
grind them into powder and then mix that in with your pepper powder.
Oh, you can use it in soap.
Ooh.
You can use blueberries in soap. I've dried them up for that before.
And start making your
Make a
blends.
salsa.
Yeah. Now, we got all these ideas and plans, but I don't know, don't know.
Hey, Sherry.
Hey, Sherry.
Batman actually his Reaper hot sauce has blueberries in it. That's
I
a good
remember
one.
that one.
His
Reaper hot
Reaper
sauce,
berry
Batman.
blaze.
Got blueberries in it. Oh, I can't wait for the
berry.
figs. I like the figs.
So does every
Mom
other
loves them.
insect in like a 20-mile radius.
The bees love the figs. You have to fight the bees.
So does the
over 'em.
wasps and hornets.
Yeah, they
And
do.
the ants.
But I love them too, so.
Everything loves them figs.
Except for a lot of people. A lot of people don't like figs. Oh, figs
Yeah,
are awesome. They're good for your skin too. People just don't know. That's just like your blueberries. You got leftover blueberries? Make you a facial. It's the same with figs. You'd be amazed at what a lot of this stuff will do for your skin. And I use stuff like that in my soap. I have several times.
That's good. It sounds nice. It sounds refreshing.
Oh, that blueberry soap I made a blueberry, I think it was vanilla. Oh my goodness, that was the bomb. Yeah, it smells so good. And I got the ends. That's all I got of it, but because it all sold, every bit of it sold. But yeah, it's amazing. That's just like herbal teas. I need to go and start picking me some more herbs, because I need to
Mhm.
start back drinking a lot of my herbal teas.
We can dry them down too.
What?
Herbs.
Well, for teas, I dry them. Yeah, I've got
But
different ways that
you
I
can put them in a different powder
process them.
blends.
Oh yeah. Well, I know I do my own mixes. That's just like your hair. It's amazing what you can use herbs to do for your hair. I know when I went and my daughter got my pedicure done, that lady, I was telling her about, she was talking about her hair wanting it to grow, and I was telling her what to do. It's just
Nettles.
amazing. Yeah, nettles, rosemary, um, sage is good for dark hair, marigolds for blonde. It's just calendula is awesome. Um, there's so many. Well, chamomile, that's another good one for blondes especially.
Yeah.
I need to pick spicewood. Trying to think if it's too late. No, it's not too late yet. I need to do that. Wait, yeah, it is. It's done put its leaves out. Should have got it for. I mean, I could still get it, but I prefer to get it early.
Anybody else coming on the panel?
Do what?
Anybody else coming on the panel?
No, I don't guess so.
Just me, myself, Ryan.
It's just you and us tonight. I'm glad we got to
That's
come
cool.
on. This in here, he works and then he's wore out, and usually,
I bet.
yeah, he'll probably conk out after we get done, more than likely. Then I'll go and have my date with my bubble bath and meditate.
Sounds
Mhm.
awesome.
I do. I love to meditate though. It's calming. Yeah, very calming. Among, just awesome. Not only calming, I mean, you can get motivation from it. It's just amazing.
Yeah. I need to meditate. I can't relax enough to meditate.
Uh, I've got I don't know, I've got pretty good at it. Um, yeah, I like it. I like meditating.
Good, Pedro. I'm just waiting. I gotta get some more filament.
Boy.
3D printer.
Oh, yeah.
So that's all I'm
Well,
waiting
you
on.
had something in there today uses a phone. What was that?
That wasn't 3D print, and that was vapor smoothing.
Oh. Usually what I do, Pilo, is I'll lay down to do meditation, and next thing I know, I'll wake up like 4 hours later where I fell asleep.
That's
Did
good.
that. Yeah, I did that yesterday because I was wore out after we'd eaten. Well, and then we walk. Me and Doodlebug do a lot of walking.
That's good. It looks like a nice walk through the area you go through. It's really pretty.
I just hope we don't have any yellow jacket nests this year. Don't you?
No.
I hope not.
We still gotta plant some herbs.
Yeah, I'll go plant sage. I planted or sowed rosemary and it didn't come up. Of course, my rosemary's still alive though. But I've got to plant my sage. I've
Then there's
got to
other
get that to
stuff.
grow. It should grow now. It really should grow now. Last year I planted it, it didn't grow. But
Thanks, Batman.
thank you.
He gave a super chat.
Oh, thank you,
He
Batman.
says, "Good night, everyone,
Good night.
and enjoy the sauce." So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy that sauce. I'm just working through the other 2 bottles I've got open in the
Yeah.
refrigerator. I don't like having a dozen or more hot sauce bottles opened in the refrigerator. It clutters it.
He likes to kill them off and then open up more.
Yeah.
And me, my main food right now is banana sandwiches. That's about all I eat anymore.
And then we feed the banana peels to the worms.
Yeah, he feeds them to the worms. His worms are doing good though. He's got a lot of worms in there still yet, don't you?
Yeah, they're eating on banana peels, and there's some potatoes still in there. Those things
Potato peelings, yeah.
they won't degrade for nothing.
I didn't know if they would. I know when I used to raise mealworms. And when I raised the mealworms, they loved potato peelings and they loved apple peelings and cornmeal, and I can't remember the name of the other thing that you can get at the store. But yeah, I used to raise far out of those things to feed to my. Yeah, I fed them to my little Gouldians and canaries, and the small birds. Big birds wouldn't touch them, but small birds, songbirds, they loved them.
And then I think that they eat on them potatoes. It's just the banana peels they rot quicker.
Yeah, they're softer. I still gotta go out and see if I can see the moon.
I've got a few different worms in there. First, we went around the yard and picked up a bunch of little wigglers,
Yeah, okay.
and we found a couple of night crawlers in the yard.
Yeah.
And then Will was nice enough to buy me 4 dozen night crawlers to put in there to boost up the numbers. So there's a lot of night crawlers in there now.
Yeah. Thanks to Will, he's got a lot of worms in there.
That's good.
Yeah. I want to make some of that comfrey tea for the plants this year. If my comfrey gets ginormous, I'm gonna cut it off and do that.
Hey Joe.
Hey Joe. Hope your bees are doing good.
Hey Joe.
Yeah, we don't get any worm tea off of them. They're outside, and anytime I give them water, it evaporates.
Oh.
So I don't collect any worm tea off of them. But I think they're doing good. And I'm hoping that they'll eventually turn the dirt they're in into compost.
That would be nice.
Of course, I watched a video on YouTube from somebody that's in the worm business professionally, and he was showing off his giant wooden worm bins. And I learned some tips off of that I didn't know when I made my worm bins. That if I would have known, I would have applied to my worm bins whenever I done them. Like doing, I think it was 5/32 diameter holes in the bottom. So about that big holes for your drainage. I did big holes. He said you do those little holes so your worms don't come out of your bin.
Oh no, so your worms will come out.
If they did, they'd be in a container. But if you're doing it above ground, they could come out and then just go into the ground.
Ew.
So you do those tiny holes so you still have drainage. And then you put a layer of sand on bottom. Worms don't like going through sand, so it deters them from going to the bottom, and it drains good. And then if you're doing one above ground, you need to put it up off the ground so that it's not sitting directly on the ground because of moles.
Oh.
And you also need to have a lip on your container so it's not just straight up. Because if it's just straight up and open, a mole, there's a chance it can run up the side of it and hop into it if it doesn't have a
Oh,
lip.
wow.
But he was giving all kinds of good tips, like putting
Yeah, that's a lot of good tips.
putting crushed dolomite into your beds to keep other insects away, so you can open feed without the worry of uh, fungus gnats and soldier flies and stuff coming in and eating the food. They don't like
Oh,
dolomite; it repels them.
excuse me.
Well, Joe, many different worms will hopefully fill in the gaps, and we'll have good soil.
That soil grows some weeds really good. I know that.
What soil?
All this soil around here grows some weeds really good.
I was about to say there ain't no weeds in my worm bin.
No, I'm talking about the yard. It's a weed bin. Yeah. And Pilo probably seen me try and go through it in flip flops in that one video. I kept
A
waiting
for
on.
effort.
Yeah, I kept waiting to step on a snake.
Yeah.
Just, I was hoping if I did, it would be a black snake or a garter snake or something.
That or step on a hive of
Oh, I don't want to do that.
yellow jackets
No, last time
or
I done that, I
bumblebees.
ended up on the ground in a full blown seizure. So if that happens, I guess I'll be up there on the ground.
Joe, I've got some red wigglers. That's what I think it is, cause they're small, and whenever you grab them, they wiggle. And I got those out of the ground around here, and I found a couple of night crawlers around here. And then I got a bunch of night crawlers from the store, which I think most of the night crawlers that they sell in the store, unless they're locally sourced, I think they're Canadian.
I'm not sure. I know where Will got them. They sold them for fishing because they have a pond there where he got them.
But they're still alive. The cold
I'm gonna
didn't
have
kill
to
them.
get going.
All right.
Night, night, girl.
Yeah. Night, night. Thank you for having me on your panel.
Thank you for
Yeah.
coming
Thanks for
on.
coming.
Love you.
Love you too, guys. Bye.
Bye bye. Night, night.
Bye.
Yeah, I heard that night crawlers take longer to reproduce than your smaller worms. Hey, I'm into pain.
Hey.
So I don't know if that's true or not, but I know before I put those night crawlers into my bin, I checked it to make sure that the worms that I had scrounged up from around the house and the yard were alive. And I found a little baby red
Yeah, he
wiggler.
did.
It was about that long in there.
Those are those ones that's no good for fishing. You go to try to put them on a hook and they break in two. That's what you're talking about. It's a little one. I don't like them for fishing.
So they were already reproducing before I put those night crawlers in there.
There's some real tiny ones. And they'll just got popped right in two.
Mm.
What? What? What is this? What? I'm not going to do anything.
Hello, Kermit.
Huh?
They said hey.
Hey. What? This dog's crazy.
Do you like catfishing?
I love catfishing. I want to go catfishing. Actually, one of my little girl, one of her friends, we seen her in the store today, and her mom was with her, and her mom said they go to the river all the time, and she invited me and Doodlebug to go, and I told her, I said, well, I might just take you up on that, because I done planned on going myself. Yeah, I love to fish. I love to fish in general. I like fishing. If I go to the beach, I just want to sit on the pier and fish. Catfishing, though, I could sit there all night and catfish.
Yeah. Well, I looked at the worms over there at Walmart. Eric said if you go to Walmart, if they got the super reds, it will be European night crawlers. He really likes them so far. Christine likes catfishing. Anna into Pain
so fun catfishing.
Said June is the best month.
For fishing?
Similar for catfishing.
Oh, I love the catfish. I just love catfish. I could sit there all night. I like catfishing. I actually, I hit a guy in the head one night though with chicken liver. He run the boat in front of me and I was throwing out, so it popped him right in the head. I couldn't help it though. It wasn't my fault. So,
he shouldn't have been running that close.
No, I know, because I was fishing. And when I'm fishing, I'm kind of into it. It's like I get in my zone. I just want to fish. Now, as far as getting the fish off the hook, I'll drop them every daggum time. I'm no good at that. I can bait my own hook. I can catch them. I can bring them in. But getting them off that darn hook, every time I get a hold of them, boom, they're gone. Yeah. I had that happen. I don't know how many times at the beach on the pier. I caught a great big whiting. I had that had it in my hand. Next thing I know, it went flop and it was gone.
What? Into Pain also uses the pantyhose on the hook for chicken livers.
Yeah, I do it that way, and then I've also done it where you just wind it really good. Oh, I love catfishing though. That's like catfishing to me's got it all beat. Build a big old bonfire and then being in nature at night. Oh my heavens.
Would like to go gar fishing, but think no gars around here. There's some further down in North Carolina, but not up here.
Yeah, just being out there at night and you hear the sounds and the water and
because those gars they got teeth.
Yeah.
And they put up a fight.
Well, catfish put up a fight. Even your little bait stealers, I've had some of them put up a darn fight.
Then you got your turtles.
Oh, I love catching turtles, but I don't like hurting them. Yeah, I've caught turtles before. Yeah, but I hate because you have to cut the line and then they got that in their mouth and yeah. Because I do like turtles. I love frogs, but I don't want to kill frogs. What? I just like playing with the frogs. I like bullfrogs. I like to get out there and catch them. And then watch people run from me.
And then you got catching minnows.
Yeah, he likes catching minnows. And then my oldest, when we went to the beach, which, well, I guess we ain't gonna go to the beach no more for a long time, or probably ever. But when we went to the beach, she got really good with casting that net, and she was catching minnows like crazy. Now, me, I liked catching those stingrays. They put up a fight.
Yeah, Kermit fishing's fun. Joe said we keep and eat the bait stealers too. If they're 6 inches long, they go in the grease.
Not me, Joe. That's one thing I can't do. I can fish and fish and fish and fish, but I can't cook a fish to save my life. I won't lie. I'm no good at it.
Hey, Beth.
Hey, Beth. I love eating like fried fish. Oh my goodness! But cooking it, I failed every time miserably, and I've tried.
Yeah, we have gars in some of the rivers in North Carolina, but not up here. They're down more towards the coast.
And if I'm fishing off the pier, I like to use squid. I'm hooked on using squid for bait.
Well, you don't have to
Well, I
worry.
don't know. I cut up those fish
Here in a
too.
while, we'll be heading down the revs, and you can fish all you want.
Yeah, then don't worry about alligators. Of course, I'm taking my gun, but I don't know. I don't trust my shot.
We'll throw them in the pot.
Alligator. I want to eat some alligator. I would
Tried some
love.
alligator.
No, I'm not talking about jerky. I'm
Yeah, but
talking
that's
about. I
alligator.
know it's alligator, but I want some fried. Like.
Alligator nuggets.
Yeah. I want that.
Alligator
I want
nuggets
to
are
go
good.
back to Louisiana. I went down there, but I didn't get to eat. I want to eat some of that food. Oh my goodness, I bet that's good.
Christine likes catching salmon. Anything with teeth.
Oh, I loved seeing the dolphins. Last time we went to the beach out on the boat, seeing the dolphins. That was beautiful. I can't see it. See if I can see. Anybody see it? I think catfish put up a good fight myself.
They can. Then you got carp.
Yeah, I caught a carp out of the river down there at my dad's one time. It had to be a carp. That was the ugliest thing. It looked like, I don't know, I think it was mixed. It looked like a mix of some sort, like an ugly, big, long goldfish look in the face, and then the rest of its body looked like something else. I don't know. It was ugly fish, though. And usually I don't say they're ugly, but yeah. And then as far as like cleaning fish, I don't have a problem with cleaning fish, but catfish, me and my daughter do not like cleaning catfish. We actually cleaned one time and they take too long to die. Hey, Rob.
How's it going?
I got something to show you. I found some. Wait a minute. Okay, this one, the tips broke. See?
Oh, yeah.
But.
See you, Steven.
Hi, Steven.
Dude, that's a pretty one.
Yeah, it's weird. It's odd, and I've got more of them, but this one here is real pokey. I've got more of
it's
them.
got a serrated edge on it. It looks like it's
just
built
gotta
in,
find
too.
them. But look at this. I've not figured it out yet. It's kind of weird. You know anything about that? It's really weird, and it's not a shark's tooth, but that thing.
It looks like it might be the base to a drill.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I can't tell. You'd have to take pictures of that stuff and show me, but it looks like it might have had a long, skinny tip on it. They made them out of flint and stuff, just like the arrowheads.
Let's see. This, I guess that's a tip to a different one because I don't think it goes to that one. Let me see that. Then I had this one, but this one's different. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's a nice little point.
And then I don't have a clue what this was supposed to be. It was something, but I don't know what. See right down through here?
Yeah.
I don't have a clue.
It looks like probably just a scraper tool. Like they'd save and utilize all the little flakes and stuff that they couldn't make a point out of.
I had loads of this stuff, like the flint stuff. And then I found the piece of pottery.
Oh, wow, that's beautiful. It's got some really nice design on it.
Yeah, I wish it had been a whole thing, but it wasn't. And then this one is even differenter. It's weird.
Yeah, you see the little white speckles in there?
Uh-huh.
Those are actually crushed up shells.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Now it has some more stuff in there, but I don't know if I don't know if it's any
And
worth
a lot of
anything.
times that pottery, when you find it, the one side of it will be black, kind of like blackish on the inner edge. And that's because when they'd make those pots, then they'd fill them with coals to get them to harden.
Oh, I love hunting. That's another thing I love. That's like fishing. I love hunting for some arrowheads. Oh my goodness, I sloshed through the mud for that. I even lost my shoe one time, and I had to go back and get it. I got stuck in the mud hunting for them.
Yeah, I've been looking hard this year, and I still hadn't found my first point. I've found some broken ones and some little scrapers and loads of flakes of material, but hadn't found a intact point yet this year, which usually I've found at least one or two by this time of the year, walking the creeks and stuff. The best is if you can get out on plowed fields that are near the river.
Oh yeah, that's where these come from. See that thing is what is it?
I don't know. Looks like just a flake to me, honestly.
And
But they might
then
have used it as a scraper.
this, if I'm holding it right. And then I don't know what kind of stuff this is. Some kind of rock, but it's really soft. I'm wondering if it's some sort of moonstone. I don't know. Honestly. But yeah, I got more of them. I just have to find them. I don't know where they're at.
Whenever you find them, take some pictures. I'd love to see them.
Oh, I will. I know I've got some that I found in Spanky's grandparents' garden back whenever. Oh, don't squirt me. He just squirted me at the water bottle. He soaked my foot. No, I've got some, but I don't know where they're at. They're put up somewhere. And then I had those all in like a ice cream bucket. I went wild. I love hunting for those things, and I love hunting for crystals. Oh my goodness. You put me out hunting for crystals and I'm going to go wild, or arrowheads. It's just like and I always wanted to go, what's those things you use? Spanky used to have one. What's it called? Metal detector. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. I always wanted to do that. That would be neat.
Yeah, I've got a couple metal detectors actually right behind me. Those are
Oh,
handles on a couple metal detectors.
yeah, that would be neat to go and just, it's like treasure hunting. Well, it is to me. I know some people's
Yeah,
like,
what
well, that ain't a treasure, but it is.
I like just finding whatever, but what I've
Uh-huh.
mainly been into is hunting for Civil War relics because I live in a very history rich area that's got a lot of Civil War activity. I mean, the Battle of Franklin, one of the bloodiest battles of the war, is literally like a couple miles up the road.
Oh my
So,
goodness. Well, you're lucky then.
yeah.
Here we have a lot of, you find the arrowheads here. That's like,
I don't know
you
if
know,
this probably won't pick up on camera, but this is
oh yeah, I see it.
it's a silver, it's a 1840 seated Liberty half dime. I found that in a backyard up in downtown Franklin. Yeah, it didn't
Wow.
show up on the camera. And that thing's tiny too. Like look at it compared to my finger. Like it's smaller than a dime.
Oh, that's neat. I know my grandmother found some coins here, actually, back there where she used to have the garden here. And then I had one coin it was a big old coin that we found that had a kangaroo on it. Yeah, it had a big old kangaroo on it.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I think it was Australian money or something or another. I ended up giving it to my brother though.
What's up, everybody in the chat? What's up, Julian, Eric, Lisa, Pedro? I'm into pain. Everybody out there? Yeah, I just got home not long ago and scrambled up some dinner real quick and ate, and then I started looking at my Hangouts and I saw you guys sent me a link, so I hopped on. Figured I'd come hang out for a little bit.
Yeah, I hadn't even eaten yet. I've got to eat. I figure I eat a banana sandwich. I'm kind of hooked on them. I fed Doodlebug and she took her a bubble bath and conked out.
Yeah.
See, Ma will eat me a sandwich and take a bubble bath and meditate, and then probably conk out while I'm meditating, more than likely.
Yeah, I'm worn out today. I'll probably go to sleep early myself.
Oh, I got me a weed eater, and I learned how to run it and how to string it, and knock down a bunch of weeds, and that's what I'm planning on doing tomorrow, is knocking down loads of weeds.
It's
So I'm
fun
happy
using
with
a
that.
weed eater.
Huh?
I said it's fun using a weed eater.
Yeah, I know. I wish I'd learned it a long time ago. I never did learn things like that, and always had to wait on someone else to do it. Shucks, if I'd known how to done that a long time ago, I would just done it myself. I had a blast with it. Now I'm not good, perfect at it. I'm learning, like I explained to him. I'm just learning. So, and I did shoot some grass in my mouth a few times, but hit my foot one time with the thing I had on my boots. So it excites me because I don't know. I need these weeds down for one. The neighbors, his boys said that they killed a copperhead over there, right next to our land. So I don't like the idea of that, poisonous snakes, and then you can't go in the yard, or if you go in the yard, then you got to watch because you're liable to step on a snake. They're taking over my plants. Well, I want to be able to go out in the yard whenever I want to, and then we've got a fire pit back there. I plan on using that thing this year. I mean, normally on 4th of July, we've been having a fire in the fire pit. He gets some fireworks, and some neighbors come down, and we do stuff like that. My oldest and son-in-law, they come over, and I'd be the baby. I enjoy stuff like that, but you can't do nothing if you got weeds everywhere.
Yeah. And like you said, the snakes and stuff have habitat then makes it kind of dangerous.
Yeah, and then I was doing that video, and I had on flip-flops because I didn't want to mess up my soft feet for that one day they were soft, but so I had on flip-flops, but I went ahead and done the video, but I just kept waiting to see a snake. I figured, oh crap, watch me step on one on video or something or another, but I didn't see one, thankfully. And but yeah, I hope to get these weeds down.
Have you guys been getting some of your peppers planted?
Yeah.
We got 2 gardens planted, or 2 plots planted, and we've got to get Innocences in the ground soon because hers is looking terrible. And we got to get that done. And I got too many tomatoes. I overplanted, Rob.
Yeah.
I didn't do it right.
There's barnyard bees.
Hey, barnyard bees. I caught a swarm and I cut it out of the tree myself, all by myself, because he wasn't here. So I'm pretty proud of that because normally I wouldn't have done it. I would have left it for the man to do.
It would have been gone.
Not anymore.
What's up, Rob Schaller, and hey Sherry and Christine and Food Force Permaculture.
Julian,
Barnyard Bees.
For what?
Kittens.
Oh, yeah. Anybody want a kitten?
He just relocated 3 of them from under his deck.
Oh, my goodness. Innocence. He had to tell her And now she has got those 4 kittens, spoiling them rotten.
I'll
Say
gotta get rid
Silver
of 'em.
Claw, and they all got weird names except for Anthony.
Didn't I?
Yeah, you got Anthony is the one that's the oddball because everybody else has got odd names. Actually, I got asked if I was a hippie today because of the names that I give innocence and love. And then my name. I said, no, I'm not a hippie. And then people's like, well, if you was born in January, why'd your mom name you Spring? I don't know. Wait, yeah, I do know. She said something about song. I forgot about that. Who is that?
It's Barnyard.
Oh, what did he say?
That's too many cats. 10 cats.
Who's got 10? Oh, wait.
He said they have 10 cats around.
Oh, well, with those kittens, we're getting near there, and I don't want 10. And then we got these 3 dogs. They're rotten.
Yeah, that's what they were doing to me, Julian.
What?
Biting, hissing, clawing.
I tore him up. And, well, I think they tore her up, too. She got them spoilt now, though. And then the mama, I don't know whose cat it was, but it come here and had its kittens. They are beautiful, though, I have to admit. They kind of stole my heart a little bit.
They didn't steal my heart.
I don't need none.
Need no more.
No, I got too many animals.
These cats don't kill the mice, they kill the birds.
Don't kill my birds.
That's what they
I
do.
don't want them to kill my birds.
They kill the birds. They won't kill the mice.
I love my birds. And then I have today I had this beautiful cardinal come out right in front of me as I was going down the road. I mean, it almost hit the vehicle. That's how close it was. Yeah, it was gorgeous.
Sherry said, how the bees doing?
Oh, the bees, they are very, very rambunctious. We'll put it that way. He's got to help me move that box because the weeds, hey, I could go out there tonight and pull those weeds out from around it. I might do that. But yeah, we got to get it moved. And I don't think, I started to try to move it myself this morning, but Major said I probably couldn't lift it now because the 2 smaller swarms went in with the big swarm. Because they wasn't a swarm, they just, I guess, separated off.
They lost the queen whenever you banged.
I didn't bang long. I only banged like a couple seconds, and I seen the bees in the tree. Then I got looking, and I seen 3 bunches of bees, and I'm thinking, oh, wow. Oh, crap. Oh, no. What am I going to do? That was fun, though,
Sherry's
actually.
allergic to them.
They like to get me, but now I got my jacket, so.
That's too many cats, and that's too many chickens, Barnyard.
What?
20 cats, 50 chickens, and 100 billion bees.
Oh, yeah, he got loads of bees.
Yeah.
I don't want that many chickens. Chickens is his thing. I done been there, done that. Whenever he was a kid, I had all these animals. I even had little emus. I've done guinea pigs, all that stuff. I'm done. I don't want no more. I've bottle fed everything. I'm done with all that. I'm into the more creative or getting out into nature and just, oh, I love it. I love the nature thing. Oh my goodness. That's just totally amazing.
I found this coin today.
Where?
Outside.
What is it? Just a quarter?
It's a
or
2006 year quarter.
Oh my goodness.
That's 25 cents more than I had.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been outside all day. I went out fishing with a couple of my friends, and I went over to one of my buddies' houses and was pulling rocks out of the garden and stuff, getting it ready to plant because he was tilling it up. And as he was tilling, I was just going around and pulling out any of the rocks that I could see. The ground's pretty nice over there. Like, it's not too bad rocky. At my house, it's real bad. There's tons of creek rock in my yard. I mean, you dig a hole this big around, and you get like a little pile of rocks out of it.
Oh, I love creek rocks. We used to go up and get them, and I've got a bunch of them up there. I made a walkway with at the other house. Of course, it's covered over now with weeds, but no, today I made candles. Today was candle making day for me. I made a load of candles. And me and Doodlebug, we went walking. Now that was fun because where we walked, they got down there where he works at the college, they got these trails. And this one had the trees. Oh my goodness. She said, Mama, that tree's going to fall. The trees that are weird, I love weird, abnormal trees that just, it was hanging like this. And then there was another one. Those that come over top of where you're walking, that's awesome. Awesome. And then there was some kind of tree, and I don't know what it is, but the smell would take your breath away. It just smells so good too. And she was having a blast with the honeysuckle. Oh my goodness. I had to help her pick. She had a handful of honeysuckle coming out of there. And then there was the creek. There was a creek. Yeah. I thought of fishing when I seen it, Rob. It looked so inviting, seriously.
Hey,
Had to go over. Hey Charles, I had to go over there to creek, and there was poison oak and ivy, and I had on flip flops, and Dolly said, "No, don't do it." And I said, well, wait a minute, I'm going to do it. And I just kind of, through there, getting away from the poison oak and ivy. But that tree was gorgeous. One of those, I don't know, I don't even know what type it was, but it was ginormous. And people had wrote bad stuff on it, carved into it. But a lot of people do that crap.
See you, food forest permaculture.
Bye. Thanks for joining us. But yeah, it was awesome. We had an awesome walk. It was awesome. Hey, Charles.
There's a really cool tree by the river at one of the spots up the street from me that hangs out like it goes like out like it's so gentle. I mean, it is a slope, but it's a gentle enough slope that I've seen people walk out on it. And this thing, where it comes out of the side of the bank, though, I mean, it's bigger than 3 people could get around and touch hands.
Oh my goodness!
It's huge, huge. It's got some of the branches on it that are growing straight up because it's growing kind of out over the river. So then there's branches that are growing straight up. They're like full other trees coming up where branches are like that big around, like massive.
And you need to take a picture of it. I'd like to see that.
It's so big that it's kind of hard to get a good picture of. But next time I'm over there wading in the river, like when I'm like standing in the middle of the river, I could probably get a decent picture of it.
That would be neat. I know where we used to go fishing and stay and catfish. They was the trees that would just cascade out over the water. Oh my goodness, that's
see you, Sherry.
Awesome. Night, Sherry. Thanks for joining us. Night, Christine. Thank you for joining us.
Later, Sherry. Later, Christine.
I want to get up to my uncles and aunts. I've been supposed to go up there for how many years now? Ever since I moved here, 4 years ago or something, and I haven't made it yet. So I hope this year. I think I'm gonna head up there, and because I need to get me some jewel weed anyhow, and I want to get out in the woods and. Oh my goodness! Yeah, I want to go crystal hunting. I do.
They got huckleberries up there.
Yeah, huckleberries. There's a crystal mine up there, and oh my goodness, you talk about having a field day now. I go wild, don't I? I do. I go. I found a load.
This isn't the tree that I was talking about, but that's an example of how some of the trees grow out over the river.
You see, that's gorgeous. Yeah. I love trees like that. The weirder, the better. They're not perfect. They're just perfectly perfect for them. Yeah, I love stuff like that.
Yeah, this is actually, and this is in the winter time or early spring. so it's not a very great picture. It doesn't do it justice. But that's actually the tree that I was talking about. And like up where that thing's at the base, if a person was standing next to that, the trunk is about as thick as a person standing upright. I
Oh
mean,
my
that's like
goodness.
those branches that are coming up off of it are like the size of like the other tree trunks on the trees that are around. That thing is massive. That picture does not at all do it justice, but that's one of the
That's
biggest trees
gorgeous.
I've ever seen by the river. That's a sycamore. It's one of those ones where you can kind of see it in the picture. How up higher it's got the like white on it.
Uh-huh.
It's real pretty. If you see like a real big sycamore by the river, like about halfway up, like all the ends of the branches and everything have that like white bark.
Oh, that's gorgeous. I love odd plants or odd trees or I don't even know if we had any. Did we have any odd peppers that made it?
Yeah,
Did we? Awesome.
yeah. I found a pink tiger out there that made it.
Cause I love weird stuff. Anything different.
That's one of the spots that I went to today. I went to several different spots, but that's one of the places that I was at today.
That's
Real pretty place by
beautiful.
the river.
That's beautiful.
Hey Rob,
Yeah.
how big is your mild peppers?
Uh, about this big.
Cause I didn't know. Cause well, I didn't get to start mine as early as I wanted to, and most of them are still little baby.
I think he's gonna get peppers.
Why you hold it like that?
Oh no, I've got my legs up in there.
They're gonna see my bald spot. Oh wait, I don't have one yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh no, a lot of men's getting bald spots now. Seems like.
So
Yeah. Huh?
here's one of the bigger ones. So you can.
Yeah, it's about where most of mine are at. I've got some that are in cups that are about that tall, ahis and stuff. But they're probably pretty close to about the same size. That's some of my jalapenos. They're like 2.5 to 3 inches tall. And then I don't know what. Oh yeah, this is like some cayennes and stuff. And they're all about the same. Some of them vary. Some of the varieties grow slower than others, so some of them are a little bit smaller. And this one's what I got in here. Not sure what those are. There's a couple ahi varieties, and I think the ones on the side are those are shishitos. These two over here are shishitos, and a couple ahi varieties and stuff. But they're all about the same size, about 3 inches, 2 3 inches. I wished I'd started them a little bit earlier, but I'm fine with it because, uh, in all honesty, they're gonna take off once they get outside. And I've been keeping them inside just because it's aphid free inside, and the aphids have been bad early this spring. It's starting to get a little better, but when I had first gotten things out, the aphids were all over everything. Not even just like my plants, but like weeds and things around my yard. Like I was seeing just colonies of aphids like I've never seen before. So I decided to keep those inside and have them in like a controlled climate. And then here in another week, I'll probably move them out and start getting them ready to plant. Or maybe in a few days, honestly. I really need to just go ahead and get them out because if I get them out and get them acclimated, then I can start planting them like as soon as possible. And once they're planted, that's when they're really going to just take off. And I like that they're so small in these cells. I'm not even going to go to cups with them. I'm just going to leave them in these cells because they won't even ever get to the point of being root bound in there by the time I plant them.
Julian over here talking about his big naga because he started early.
Is it ginormous?
It's about up to his navel now.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we've been putting the super hots into the ground.
We got 2 plots done.
We've still got a bunch more to plant.
Yeah, doodlebugs, innocence, hers got to go in the ground soon.
How many of you planted in the 2 plots that you did?
I don't know. How many did we plant in the first one?
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
I can
At
find
second
out.
one, I think I put like 20. Cause he was, I can't remember where he was at, but I went and done those, and I'm pretty sure I put like 20 in it.
Did you draw a garden map of it?
He did. I just laid down the little cups, and I let him do the map of it.
Yeah, I always try to tell people to do that because if you're going to be planting them in ground like that, you got to keep track of them. I mean, it doesn't matter if you stake them or not. Something's gonna happen, and you're gonna lose track of what's what.
Yeah, that's what I figured too. That we would not know what was what.
Yeah. And some varieties look so similar to others. Like I've actually had mistakes that I've made on things where I thought it was something else, and then I'll go back and look at my garden map like a month later after I've been thinking it's one thing, and then I realize it's something else.
42.
Yeah.
He said we got 42 out.
Nice. I
But
think
we still
I'm
like a
up
lot.
to. I'd say I'm up to 80. Well, I know I've at least got 80. I might even be about 90 planted so far.
Of course, we lost a lot though, didn't
Yep.
we? Yeah, we lost a lot.
Yep, we just dropped all our leaves and died.
Yeah, and I
Were they
lost
ones
my.
that were in the K cups that were doing that?
Not just the K
No,
cups.
I lost. Well, that's like my Mr. Stripey. I lost him, and he was big. He was pretty big, and he just keeled over. He was fine one morning, and then I went in there to eat. Or no, Spanky told me that evening he was dead. He'd laid plumb over. I
I
don't
put
know.
one of those Scotch bonnet cherry hots from you guys, the cross.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I put one of those in I think it's like a 32-ounce beer can.
Oh,
I figured that would be cool. It was just an extra because I had extras. I think I still have one of them that I was going to plant in the ground, but I figured I'd do one of those in a beer can. It's not for the pepper in a can challenge because obviously it's not a 12-ounce can. But I've been saving like all the different beer cans I've gotten recently, and I just figured it'd be fun to just have a bunch of beer can plants growing this year.
yeah.
Got like different size cans, like 12-ounce, 16-ounce, 24-ounce, 25-ounce, 32-ounce, like all these different cans.
He still got. He is a growing, I think, don't you?
Yeah.
Your pepper in the can.
Yeah. That sucks, Julian.
What?
His lemon starburst almost died when he transitioned it outside.
Ooh. Yeah, Doodle or Innocence is hers. The wind sent them off the table today. Luckily, they didn't break, but they got slammed.
Yeah. It's not easy out there with that wind blowing like that.
Well, not only that, this morning was cold.
Yeah, it's gonna be cold tonight and tomorrow too, but then it's gonna warm back up.
Because I've been, whenever I go to bed, it's warm, so I haven't been really, I go to sleep when I'm meditating, and I just been laying in there, and dang, I woke up this morning freezing to death, and it was cold. I ended up grabbing the jacket down and putting the jacket on, and thought I was gonna have to cut the heater on in the Tahoe to take her to school.
I noticed it got real chilly feeling yesterday evening here, like,
Mm-hmm.
and then I didn't think to ever check the
Low
weather.
40s.
My plants were all fine, and I mean, my stuff's or most of it's all planted in the ground anyway, so there wasn't anything I could do about it if it did get into a dangerous area. But I knew it wasn't going to get like we weren't going to have a frost or anything, but it got down to 41 degrees here. Pretty chilly.
Yeah, it was. They're saying it's going to be in the low 40s tonight too. So I don't know.
Yeah, this is one of the pepper in a can ones that I've got. This is a Uchu cream, and there's
Oh,
actually
it's good.
You
I think
got one of
there's
those.
Do I have one?
yeah, there's 3 plants in there, but yeah, they're real pretty. As it grows out,
Variegated?
a lot more
Is mine variegated?
Yes.
Oh,
variegated
wow.
leaves on it.
Awesome.
You not remember where you got the seed from?
I got it from him, didn't
Yes.
Yeah, you got 'em.
Awesome.
But this can's cool too because it's like white and green.
Oh my goodness, it's
Look,
got an
so
elephant on it.
yeah, it does.
Oh my goodness, I love it. I love elephants. Yeah, I love elephants. That's neat.
This one's cool, and this has a purple flash in it. And I wish
Oh, I
that
gotta go get my
camera
elephant
would
letter.
actually do it justice, but that one leaf is so cool. It's like white and variegated, and there's another one that has like a pink stripe in it and stuff. But I mean, as those grow out more, they'll get more variegated and cooler leaves. And I've got again multiple plants in there. There's 3 plants in there. I just decided that I was gonna let them do their thing because those smaller ornamental varieties like that, they can do okay if you plant 3 of them in a group. I did that with sangria last year, and it just built out to be just such a beautiful plant. I just left like 3 of them in a little cluster.
See my elephants, Rob?
That's cool.
The
Is that
thing's it's old.
hand carved?
I think so, yeah. It's got an elephant on there. You can see it. And then it's got the little elephants on here. And then I've got this little tiny elephant. They're made out of something that you can't
Is it
sell.
ivory?
I think so, or something like that. I don't know where I got them.
Oh, the
And
iron.
then that feller, I have no clue. I'm thinking he was something. Is that like something from liquor or something?
Yeah, it's Jack Daniels.
Oh, is it? Well, I got him, and you can't sell him either, whatever he's made out of. See, they're really old. I've had these things forever packed away, and I found them. See, that one's really old. I just thought they was neat. I love the. I don't love what they're made out of though, because I don't condone that. I don't like that at all. Killing those poor elephants. But I do like the elephants, though. But no, they need to stop doing that.
It's illegal, but the poachers still do it.
I don't like it. That makes me angry because I love elephants. Oh my goodness.
Well, elephants.
They're dry skin. I didn't get to see them good when I went to the zoo. It frustrated me. That was the one thing I wanted to see up close and I didn't get to. That was frustrating. And you probably don't even remember because you're a baby in a stroller squalling because it's hot.
Lisa said you can share anything you don't want or need.
What?
What she said. You can share anything you don't want or need.
Like what?
I don't know. Maybe she's wanting your elephants.
Oh, my elephants. Yeah, I've got several people wanting them elephants. I know. I've had that thing for many, 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 many years. I don't even know how long. I had it in my crystals. I've got like a crystal collection, and I had these stuck in there, and I finally brought them out because I'm not crazy over the fact of what they're. It's either bone or ivory.
I'm assuming ivory if it's banned.
They said you couldn't sell it. That's all I know. Whatever you can't sell, that's what's made out of.
Ivory.
Yeah, I hate that. Poor elephant.
what y'all got planned for tomorrow?
Got what?
Plan for tomorrow.
Oh, I want a weed eat. That's what I got planned.
I gotta go work.
As long as I'm not sick, I want to weed eat because I got my candles done today. And well, all but my gold candle, but I got them all done but that one, but I can do that one another day. And then I've got to do lip balms one day for Major, but yeah, I want to weed eat. I want to knock down some weeds because Saturday's the full moon, so that's gonna be out. I'll be out that night. I love. Well, I'm going out here in a little bit too before I take my bubble bath, but yeah, that night I will definitely be out there for the full moon. And I wouldn't mind having some of these weeds down so I can actually walk through the yard.
Do we get a lot of turquoise up here?
I haven't never found turquoise. I found a lot of quartz. Quartz, the main thing. Now I did find some quartz that had looked like citrus. Oh, I can't even say it. Oh my goodness, citrine. It looked like it had some citrine in it. And then I mean, I've got like garnet and stuff like that, but I didn't find it here. But yeah, I found some quartz here, and I found some big rocks that had quartz in them. I think it was somebody leaving my wire or something.
That first picture you were showing that had the tip broke off, it was made out of quartz.
Yeah, we got a couple of the reapers in the ground that we grew from them seeds we got out of your pods,
Awesome.
and we got that cross in the ground too.
The ghost boot DM.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we had one of those make it, and we put him in the ground now.
Is it regular green or is it a real light yellow?
I want to say it was regular green because I think I would remember if it was yellow. His cross, because we put it in the ground.
Because I started seeds from those. I'd had like a particular pod that I wanted to save seeds from, and I saved seeds from it, and I started some of those, and I think I kept two of the seedlings. One of them is more just a regular green, and then the other one is this like yellowish green. And that plant actually last year, from the time it was a seedling until the end of the season, stayed strange yellow green. Like I've never seen another pepper plant that looked like that. It wasn't any sort of deficiency or anything. I mean, I thought it was at first for a while, but the plant was growing so bushy and healthy that there's no way it had anything wrong with it.
I know I lost the green serpent's head. It died on me. But we still got the purple one, and we put it in the ground. Good night, Joe.
Good night, Joe. Yeah, here's a picture of, and that's the garden that I was working on today. But you can see how everything in there is a nice green color until you get to that one. And then it's just that weird, like, yellowish green color. That was when it had been planted for probably a couple weeks, and it was actually starting to grow. Here's fast forward about a month, and you can see all those plants are, I mean, super healthy, super bushy, really great color, and then you get to that same plant, and it's just yellow. I don't know what the heck to think of it. Just that was the color that plant decided it wanted to grow, and it stayed that color for the entire season.
Hmm.
And it's kept that same characteristic this year. which is interesting.
Yeah, I wish we
Let me
had.
see. That'll be this year.
Wouldn't it be F3?
Yeah, it's F3 this year. Yeah. So the seeds from it'll be F4.
Yeah, I wish we had some mulch or something to cover the ground to keep the weeds at bay.
Yeah, in that garden, me and my buddy put down wheat barrier fabric and then straw on top of it. It helps keep in some moisture too.
And then eventually it'll all turn into dirt.
Yep.
Yes, a lot of the milds, well, I didn't get to start them when I wanted to because we still had the super hots in. And then I sowed a whole bunch of different jalapenos and only one come up. And then I re-sowed them and I got a bunch up now. But the first time I sowed them, only one come up. If they'd all come up then, they would be nice big plants.
Yeah, when I planted all of my mild varieties and sweet varieties and stuff, I planted so many seeds per cell. Like each individual cell, I probably put like 12, 15 seeds in because I just didn't want to take that risk of planting 2, 3 seeds and maybe only having one come up or none come up and then having to go back and restart them because there's no time for that. It was down to crunch time where if I was going to start them, I had to start them and I had to start them on the first try. So I honestly probably threw away like 300 or 400 seedlings because I had so many that sprouted. I mean, almost every seed I put down sprouted, and I planted like 80 varieties and did like 12, 15 seeds a piece. So I had tons.
I know. I've still got stuff that ain't sprouted. And I mean, it is what it is. Did you ever get a Tabasco?
Yes, I did. It was a really delayed one. I mean, everything else had sprouted, and that one I was just thinking wasn't going to work out. And finally, they started sprouting up. It took probably 3 weeks.
Yeah, because I planted some of those seeds, and yeah, about 3
The
weeks to a
ones that
month
I did
later,
were those.
they all started.
The ones I planted were the Louisiana heirloom ones from you.
That was the ones I planted, and it took them forever. And I didn't think they was going to come up, so I took some of the seeds that I saved off of the big one I had last year and planted those. And the next day after I planted those, one of them come up from the heirloom.
Yeah.
And then a week later, I had about three up of the ones I saved off of the one I had out there last year. It only took him about a week.
Mm. Yeah, I think out of all the sweet and mild varieties that I started, I think there was only one, maybe one or two that didn't sprout, and one of them was Snow White. But it was seeds that I'd gotten from somebody, and he told me at the time when he gave them to me that they were old, and it was just kind of some of his old seed stock. He gave me some cool varieties, and that was one of them. It was a pepper that's similar to the Chupatino White, but just different. And I was looking forward to trying that because I really liked the Chupatino Whites, but that one didn't make it. I had another one that I grew last year that was real similar. That was called White Stalactite, and I thought about growing one of those this year, but I don't think I planted that. I have so many varieties of seeds I can't plant everything. I mean, I
Boy, I
can't
got a
even
bunch
keep
of
all the
those
plants I planted.
Chupinos. I got a bunch of those come up.
Of which,
The Chupatinos.
yeah,
Had about, I think, 9 of them come up.
those are pretty plants, and they get big. They get like probably 4 foot by 4 foot, and uh, load up with peppers. I mean, just thousands.
I planted some fish pepper seeds. I don't know where we got them from. Um,
I think out of one of the
One of somebody on Facebook, but one of them looks like it's variegated.
That's the fish peppers are supposed to have variegation to the leaves, as
But
well
the
as
rest
the
of them aren't.
peppers. Huh?
The rest of them aren't variegated.
Well, I've had fish peppers before that grew mostly green, and then eventually you'd get like a variegated leaf here and there. Uh, but I've seen examples of ones that were very, very variegated, and I think actually both of my fish pepper sprouts I have going right now are just completely green at the moment. But once they start growing more, they'll put out some variegated leaves. And it's cool too. You get some of the peppers that grow on there are variegated as well and have like striping on them. I grew
About how
fish
hot are
peppers
they?
from somebody different this year because this I don't know who I'd gotten the seeds from last year or the year before, but the ones that I grew, they grew smaller peppers. Like they didn't get more than like 2 inches long. But then some other people that I was seeing were getting like more 3.5 inch long peppers off them, and so I grew from those uh, seeds this year. Let me see if I can find a picture of one
So
of those
about how
peppers.
hot is a fish pepper?
It's like around jalapeno level heat. It's nothing crazy.
Because I knew nobody's ever said anything about, oh, them things are going to kill me. So I figured they weren't really hot.
Yeah, they aren't very hot at all.
Yeah, I got some of a couple of the Chinese 5 colors. We had one of those Usher creams come up and some
Yeah,
jalapeno.
check this out. You can see some of the variegated leaves, but look at that pepper, the striping on it, and they're more of this like creamy white color. Well, they can be just all green, but sometimes you get ones with these white stripes, and then as it ripens, it transitions into red, and those stripes will start to fade.
That's a
But
fish.
that's a fish pepper.
I got some of those at work, and one of them already looks variegated.
Really? Oh wow.
I got some Jimmy Nardellos up, a whole bunch of those.
I don't believe you started that.
And let's see, finally got up the New Mex jalapenos, the orange pumpkin and lemon spice. They didn't come up the first time I sowed them. Um,
Yeah, the lemon spice were good. I grew a couple of those last year, and I think I have like 9 of those this year. I don't know if I'm going to keep all of them, but I'm going to try and at least plant 6. And
I've
I'm going
got
to do like 6 of all the jalapeno varieties I have for the most part, I think.
I got a couple of those lemon spice giants up.
Lemon spice giants?
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's basically somebody kept on growing out the lemon spice, and they got one that was like a bell pepper, and they refined it to where it's a bell pepper somewhere in the crossing that they did to make the lemon spice jalapeno. I'm assuming a reversion happened, but it's supposed to be like a bell pepper in size. It's not a little jalapeno, and they called it the lemon spice giant.
Yeah, mine were not very large peppers. But the plants also didn't do the best. They got hit real bad with, I don't know if it was broad mites or I think it started off as a some type of bacterial leaf spot and then might have transitioned into having broad mites. A lot of my mild and sweet varieties and stuff that had started late last year really struggled. That was one of them. But I did get some nice peppers. That's some of those lemon spice jalapenos. They're real pretty. And they'd start
And
off just green like any other jalapeno, and eventually one day you'll just start to see a little bit of yellow, and once they start to turn, they turn decently quick. It still takes a few days, but it's not as bad as waiting on some jalapenos to ripen.
we got a whole bunch of the white. I think we got all the white jalapeno seeds to sprout that Charles sent us, and we got a few of the browns, and then we got a couple of the black jalapeno seeds that Susie sent to sprout. And I got a few of the different farmers market jalapenos up from different vendors, so I
The
can compare
the
them.
jalapenos that I've planted this year, I went with varieties that I know to be good. There's actually a couple varieties on the list that I have never grown or tried before, but I did ghostly jalapeno, Korean orange jalapeno, sriracha jalapeno, mammoth jalapeno, jalapeno M, Jalmundo, New Mexico lemon spice jalapeno, Tam jalapeno, and early jalapeno. Those are the jalapenos I'm growing. I like the colored ones, like look cool and stuff, but flavor wise, I'm particular about my jalapenos, and so I went for more jalapenos that are gonna be delicious to eat. Like I don't care what they look like.
Innocence has some of those ghostly jalapenos growing. That one's probably about a foot tall. It's so tall it's leaning out there on the porch. And
Where'd that come from, Will?
no, that come from Bohica.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And
That was because of Will.
I had one Jalmundo come up, and it looked sick, and then it died.
I actually I planted a bunch of the seeds. Like I think I might have planted almost a whole pack because I expected to get really poor germination off of them. Uh, I basically just considered them to be duds, but I kept watering them because everything else had sprouted. That was one of the other varieties. I just kept waiting and waiting and waiting, and then eventually I had like 10 of them pop up. So
Yeah, I'm still watering them, but I only had one come up, and it was yellow. The leaves never fully come out, and then it fell over one day and just died.
yeah, I know I've got some nice ones of those. I don't know how many of those I kept. I don't think I kept like a full 6 of those because I just want to try those and see how they are.
Um,
I'm also growing a ton of other stuff though. I got blazing banana hybrid, serranos, Greek pepperoncinis, uh, candy cane, yellow bean, savory, peppadew, corbaci, tangerine dream, uh, island hellfire cayenne, thunder mountain longhorn, hot banana, tabasco, Count Dracula, dado de mocha yellow, golden cayenne, ring of fire, buena mulata, um, Blumberg cayenne, red Peter pepper, Scotch bonnet crossed with cherry hot, long Thai pepper, shishito, Indian shatta, fish pepper, Puerto Rican yellow, large orange Thai, ahi jabito, chenzo, Hawaiian, and Hawaiian crossed with ghost.
I
And then
know.
for the ahis, I've got ahi mango long, ahi strawberry, ahi Finlandia, unknown orange ahi, sugar rush red, ahi orange pineapple, ahi lemon, marupi amarilla, sugar rush cream, ahi mellow cotton, ahi sunrise, chupatino white, Brazilian starfish, sugar rush peach, ahi cherapita, ahi sito, cilia top, berry amarillo, unknown red ahi, ahi trombo, and pernenta trepidaria duerner. Which some of those aren't ahis, but they all are in the same like family.
Yeah, I didn't plant any ahis this year. I know I'm missing out. but I was more focused on getting my jalapenos. Okay.
Gotta have jalapenos. I always regret not growing enough jalapenos, so this year I'm gonna grow a bunch of them.
I haven't started any normal ones, but that's because I could go and buy those plants if I really wanted them.
Good night,
You could
everybody.
probably even go buy some of the mammoth jalapeno plants. I would
Yeah.
recommend those. I grow those every year. Those are great. They get big, huge, long, like big fat jalapenos. Those are great if you ever want to make some like uh, poppers with those. Like those are awesome.
Night, Rob.
Good night, Spring.
I'm gonna go take a bubble bath and get ready for to meditate and go to sleep.
I didn't realize it's almost 10:30 here. I'm probably getting close to the end of my time too.
Yeah. Um, let's see. What else? We had one red Peter pepper come up. Um, and a couple of the wickeds come up. I'm still waiting on the rest of the ornamentals to come up.
I got most of mine to sprout from the ones that I planted, but I still have some others that I need to plant. I've been not in a big rush for that because I figure I can start them and get them going indoors until they're uh, decent little size, and then that way they can be moved out midsummer. And really, those do best in like the fall. That's like a fall pepper.
I know I had some of the black Thai TQs come up. They're supposed to be good. They've got an ornamental look to them, and the peppers go through a black stage. But I hear that they taste really good, and I believe they're around a cayenne heat level. But I got a couple of those up. Got some lemon drops up. Got one Cajun bell up. One mushroom red up. One sweet apple crombie. I'm happy that come up. I want to at least try that pepper. It looks so appealing.
Is that the one you were talking about a while back? I think I remember you saying something about that one.
It doesn't even look like a pepper. It looks kind of like an apple. Doesn't even look like a pepper.
Hmm.
But most of the seeds that I bought from that place haven't had good germination rate, so I'm happy that at least one come up. Um, Still waiting to see if any of the um, other uh, squash peppers come up. Probably not. Got one of those Bueller Mois left. Got a bunch of Ozark Giants come up. Those are bell peppers. And got loads of different peak ones. Red peak ones, yellow peak ones, and the black peak ones. They all come up. Which the black peak one is variegated. Its leaves are variegated.
That's cool.
The picture that they showed where I bought it, it was a green leaf and it had black patches on the leaf.
Hmm.
And the Pequin peppers start out black and then ripen to red.
I think I've just got some regular red ones. I do have like I don't know if purple or something. I have another color. It's one that I got from Doug Mate. Um, I can't remember. I want to say it's purple, and they were like real nice bright purple and then ripened to red.
But let's see, and then of course a load of those flipping Chupatino whites come up. a load of them.
You don't want to keep too many of those. I mean, unless you want to just grow them to look pretty, but you'll get tired of picking them, trust me. 2 plants of those will produce more than you'd ever want of them.
Yeah, I've been trying to give my extra plants away, but it's hard to find people that'll take hot peppers.
Yeah, I just literally what I did was I took all of them and I would just pluck them and throw them in a red Solo cup and I let them dry out and then I just crumble them into dust and mix it back in the dirt.
Well, I've got a bunch of extra ghost peppers that are about that tall. They got nice leaves, bark stem. Trying to get rid of those. Those are extras. Nobody wants them because they're too hot. But at that stage, it's a bit of a waste to kill it at that stage.
I pulled so many nice plants that I could have given to people, but that was the thing. I couldn't give them to anybody, and they were just taking up space, taking up light. I
Well,
couldn't keep them all.
it's like I told
I
told
don't
her.
I don't have any feelings when it comes to like ripping out a seedling and
Well, this
let
ain't a
it
seedling.
die. Anything under 12 inches tall is my seedling, in my opinion.
Well, it's at the age now where it's technically mature,
Yeah,
so it could produce peppers at the age that it's at. It's just little because of the cup that it was in. But it's like I told her whenever we plant the rest of the peppers, because I made lists of each bed and what everything was. So that way, whenever we plant another bed, I can look through the peppers we have left and go, nope, we've got 2 of those in the ground. Let me find something else that we don't have in the ground. That'll go first.
that's the way I plant my stuff. I try to get at least one of everything planted, and then I figure out what to do with the rest.
Yeah, those, and I had some extra habanadas, which those were easier to give away since they're not hot. But I'm going to end up with some extra reapers, and I might be able to get rid of those to a family member. But there's like 6 extra ghost plants. That's a lot of plants to have extra. And it's funny
I
because
have a friend that's growing like 100 or 150. I think it's right at 100 ghost pepper plants this year.
good night, Julian.
Later, Julian. I'm not
It's
far behind you. I'm getting about wore out. Well, I've been worn out. I'm just getting about tired.
it's funny because when everything was dying, none of those ghost pepper plants died. Not a one of them. But some of them have yellow foliage on them, and then some of them are green. And I know
I'd
that's
just take the extras and just find somewhere in your yard, even in and amongst the weeds or whatever. Just plant them and see if they do anything.
that's the thing. We may not have anywhere extra. She's got so many tomatoes, it's unreal. And I told her, I said, "What the heck did you do? You poured the whole bag in there." Because in one K cup, I counted it. She had 21 sprout out. And I was like, "What the heck did you do?" And she said, "Well, I didn't feel like counting them out, so I just poured a bunch in there." And I was like, "Because I don't care for wasting the seed, because if the plants all do terribly, you're going to rely on that seed for future plants.
Yeah.
So to waste all the seed, I know you hear me. So to waste all that seed, it's just because if it kicks the bucket for some reason, like maybe the dog pees on it or something, Then what are you going to do?
Well, I mean, then you've got the other 21 extras.
Well, that's if you don't weed them out.
Yeah. Well, just keep backups of things just in case.
Yeah, I made her keep a bunch of backups. And I've
I mean,
got
it's always easy to just keep them at the time rather than go back and wish you'd saved them.
and I've got a few of them at work, and they're getting about a foot tall. Trying to get people to take them. It's funny. They'll go out and they'll buy plants before they'll take free plants. They must think something's wrong with them.
Yeah, I wish I knew people around that I could give away plants to, but I've got a few friends that'll take a few plants off me here and there, but they're like most people and don't really have interest in like the crazy super hots. So they're like, "Oh, if you got any extra jalapenos or whatever, then I'll take those." And I'm like, "Well, I mean, those are the ones that I want a bunch of." So
Everybody's wanting Tabasco. I got multiple people wanting Tabascos because I shared out some of the canned Tabascos with them, and they got hooked on them.
yeah, they're delicious.
So they want to grow their own plants and can them, so they'll have some next year. And they've been waiting to find out if I had any even sprout because uh, one person tried and theirs didn't sprout, which the first ones I tried didn't sprout. So they were waiting to see if I could get any to sprout. And now I've got a bunch sprouted, and I've probably got too many sprouted. I got about 8 or 9 plants sprouted now.
Yeah,
And
I don't
that,
remember how many sprouted, but I think I only kept like two. Two
that's
is plenty for me.
that's half of them are the heirloom, and then the other half is off of the big one that I had last year. So it is what it is. Hopefully they'll take some of those. Well, Rob, hopefully we'll have plenty of Tabascos growing this year, and then we can get the seed out of them. And I got to put my Kamari out and have it grow because I want to collect seed off of it and see what it tastes like. Because it looks like a Tabasco, but it's not in the Tabasco family, so I don't know if it tastes different or better or worse than a Tabasco. That's what I want to find out. Because if it tastes similar to a Tabasco, I'll just grow that instead of a Tabasco. Because it's got the fuzzy stems and leaves like a tomato plant.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's a bit of added protection against some pests, not all of them, but a few of them. But boy, it took most of the seeds a month to germinate. The one that I put in the can, I let it soak in water for about a month. And then I stuck it in the can and it germinated 3 days later. But I let it soak in water for a whole month before I stuck it in that can. The ones that I just stuck in dirt, it took them about a month. It just takes them forever to sprout for some reason. I don't know if it's just the seed that I got was old or if it's just a plant that takes that long.
I've had Tabascos sprout pretty quickly in the past.
And I don't know when the best time is to plant the curry because I've never grown it before. I don't know if it's like a super hot and it needs a long season or if it's going to be fine with a short season. I'll actually get to find out because I have one that I started when I started the Super Hots, and I have one in there that sprouted whenever my jalapenos and stuff sprouted. So I'll get to find out on that. Yeah, Rob, that I had a couple of seeds that I left in water for a month, and that's the one that come up. Nothing special to the water, just water to soften it up. But hopefully that'll grow, and I'll get to find out if that's any good or not. And we got a bunch of other things we'll get to try. And hopefully we'll get to plant some other stuff like cucumbers and stuff. It just depends on how much space the peppers and tomatoes take.
All of it.
Yeah, it just depends on that. Um, we got to put the tobacco out too. We got the tobacco back over here since it's time to plant it. It's a lot of it's pretty big. A lot of it's the wildwood, and that'll go out by the fence over there. Might might plant some cucumbers over there by that fence and let them trail up it. I mean, I already know from experience that more than likely the neighbors are just going to come over and get whatever they want anyhow. That's what they cut the fence last year. So, I mean, just grow it on the fence. That way they don't have to come over here to get it.
Yeah.
Then I go over there and grab some.
Well, I guess I'm gonna probably call it a night. I'm worn
Yep,
out. I
I'm
got
getting ready to call it a
a
night
couple
too,
things done and get ready to lay down.
because I got to go to work tomorrow. I hope everybody had a good time and had a good day, and hopefully everybody will have a good day tomorrow. Hopefully you'll have a great day, Rob.
You too. Thank you. I gotta get up early, and one of my friends is going out of town in a couple days, and uh, me and him planned on going out fishing tomorrow morning for a little bit because he's got stuff he's got to do tomorrow, and I have stuff I got to do tomorrow too. I really need to get the rest of my grass cut. I mowed my front yard, but not the back, and it's getting kind of tall. And honestly, the front yard's at the point it needs cutting again too. So I need to go ahead and do that. The weather's been pretty nice, like just perfect, awesome, awesome weather the past few days. But it's supposed to be up to like 90 degrees or something by like
Yep.
Saturday. So I'm gonna try and get all that stuff done and probably get a few things done around the garden and stuff. I'm trying not to plant any more of my super hots right now because I need to save a good chunk of them for the garden over at my buddy's house that I was working on today, which hopefully tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Thursday or Friday, I should be able to get over there and get that planted. And then I got one more garden up the street at a friend's house I gotta take care of, and um, then I'll be done with that stuff. And then I'll have about 200 seedlings of ahis and mild peppers and all this stuff that I'm gonna have to try to figure out where I'm gonna put them. I don't know. I'm just playing
It
it by
is
ear.
what it is. Well, good night, everybody.
Later, everybody.